Freak.
What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another, what we're calling now, if you didn't notice in the title, it's now a Booma Community Streama. So this started out as Booma Streama. It was just me, and then that was just me, the kind of offering a space for anybody that like disagreed with me or that was like part of the opposition that I was going after as far as the grifters go to come on and talk some smack. They never stepped up to the plate. Then more people started joining, and we started having fun. I think Coley was the first person to join, which was awesome. Coley's amazing. And then we just started chatting, and it became more of a community thing. So this is now at number 40 on June 21st, 2026, a Booma Community Streama. So this is going to become more just a community thing. And that's what we're doing now. Like, we don't know who you are. I'm not bringing on randoms anymore that say stupid shit or cause problems. We're just going to have people in the community be able to come on and create more of a safe space and build community. So welcome everybody that's here. Welcome, Heather.
Hi.
Hi,
It's been another beautiful day today. It's been really nice here.
You've got a just gorgeous freaking living room there.
No, I moved.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you made the...
You know, they just finished setting this all up, and I haven't even gotten a chance to play that piano yet. I'm super bad.
Yeah, I didn't know you played the piano. That's awesome. What's up, Don D?
Howdy, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the gents out there. Great to be with you all tonight.
Yep. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day, Dad. And welcome, Valerie. I think this is the first time you've been on a stream. Welcome.
Hi, thanks. Yes, happy Father's Day. I'm missing my two fathers today who passed away. My dad, my real dad, passed away in January, and a month later my stepdad passed away. So they're in heaven now with glorified bodies.
There you go. There we go. Well, welcome everybody, and welcome Ash.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Welcome. The first time for some people. We got some more that might be joining us a little bit late. They're working or busy, and so might have some more of the community joining. We'll see how this goes, but yes. Much love. Happy Father's Day to everybody, and welcome everybody to this new. We're just kind of hanging out. There's no agenda on a streama. We had some topics we were discussing right before we went live that the ladies wanted to put out there, but I'll keep that close to the vest. I'm just joking around. We have some fun behind the scenes before we go live. Anyways, is there anything burning on the hearts of you ladies that you just want to talk about so bad? No. What do you guys think of the skydiving and stuff? Has anybody here ever skydived?
Always wanted to.
Right?
I had a friend that tried to talk me into it. She kept saying, you have to do it. It's the best feeling in the whole world. You have to do it at least once. And I wouldn't do it. I'm chicken.
Yep. It looks kind of cool and whatnot, but there's no way I could get out of that plane. My fingers would become one with the plane, and they would never be able to get me out of there. It'd have to be a very, very big and strong man that I'd be strapped to that would force me out if I was going to do it.
Well, and apparently the first time you ever jump, you'd have to be strapped to somebody. They're not just going to let you just go.
Yeah.
So I'd be screwed.
Oh, Sally went.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Wild. I don't know if you guys saw the video or whatever, though. Like, people have, like, this is the crazy thing about humans and where we're at with like the abilities. Because I watched it growing up in the 90s. Like, skateboarding actually became a real thing, like where it was like X Games and like really put out their mainstream. Tony Hawk kind of pushed that as far as like being like the big name behind that. So that was kind of wild to see it become much bigger. And now they've got, I mean, people are riding boards down like dunes where they got big tires on them. And then in the video that I was showing, they got like the squirrel men, like where people like put on those squirrel suits where they have like basically wings on them and they just float basically like literally like feet above the ground sometimes. I mean, they get the rush from that. And then they pull a chute at some point. Or you have the ones that have a chute, but then they're doing like the flips and stuff like that, going into crevices, and they get a high, I think, from getting as close as they can to like death. And then you got base jumping, which I've watched some stuff on that where people were like, if you get into base jumping, you become so addicted that a lot of people end up dying from that because it's always one more jump. And base jumping is where they just free jump off of like a cliff or a high space. Some of them have done it off of skyscrapers that they've climbed up, or they found a way to get to the top. And then they throw a parachute at the last second. So humans are do some crazy shit. Let's just say that.
Well, there's a place over here it's like a simulated skydive where it's just forced air, so you can actually go and float. So, but it's controlled. You're not jumping out of an airplane.
Right. I want to do one of those. I think
I think I could do that.
Right.
But actually, off of a plane, a flying plane. I'd much rather be a pilot than jump out of it. And even that to me is like a little.
You'd rather be a pilot?
Uh-huh.
That's dedication to become a pilot.
I would fly people around. It's like driving in the sky, right? It's my grandpa used to say.
All right, I'll let everybody else fly with Heather. I'm just saying. All right. I'll drive with you to start off with to see how that goes in the 30 mile per hour maximum for a little bit and see what happens. But
Parasitic get in the car with me first.
Is everybody staring at my junk? It's true. I didn't even notice that, but everybody's staring at my junk.
Oh, I
it is what it is.
See that.
Everybody's staring at my junk. Oh my gosh. I guess it is what it is. It happens sometimes.
Got a lot going on, apparently.
But I love creating with this stuff. So the video that I made had no AI in it. I think the one clip at the end where the guy dissolves, that was pre-made by whoever posted that on one of the sites that I have access to stock footage on. So I didn't create that. That was all done with a real song by a real person, and then all the clips were stock footage. This obviously is AI because I would never do that. It scares the crap out of me. I don't know if I'm scared of heights. I'm like scared of falling. So I'm scared of being in vulnerable positions. Like I've even gone to a football stadium where you walk up to the higher points or whatever, and it's all crowded. And it's just in my head, I have this visualization of some psychopath just coming and picking me up and throwing me over.
Oh, when I went to the top of the Space Needle, I've been up there a couple of times, and it wasn't so bad in the restaurant. It was kind of cool, but going out on the deck, I could not, like, as soon as I started getting closer, and if you're caged in, you're not going to fall off of there. But I was like shaking, like I could not, and I felt like I was going to fall off. I just kept feeling like, gravity.
Where was that at?
Space Needle.
Right. And then the Space Needle, does it have like the floors that are kind of like glass, but they're kind of tilted or whatever, so you can kind of like look straight
on
down
on the edge, like right around the edge?
Yes.
And
that's
all
scary
glass.
itself.
And then the restaurant, it rotates while you're in there.
Oh, whoa.
So but it's not like this fast. I mean,
right, it's slow.
Down eating, you can't. It's sort of like being on a plane or in a boat. It's sort of similar to that, feeling.
Right.
Where you're just a little, but it's not to the point where you. But when you're sitting down, when I got it to like go to the bathroom or to leave or whatever, it was like, it felt a little off, but I could not get to the edge. Couldn't do it.
Right.
As I just feel like no matter what, you're not gonna fall off of there. It's glass, and then they've.
When you're inside, yeah, my imagination tells me though that I'm the one that the glass is loosened, and then if I even get close to it and touch it, it's gonna fall, and I'm gonna fall through.
I'm the same way.
Crazy imagination like that, because it's the same thing. I went in Vegas. They have what's called this. Is it the Stratosphere in Vegas? Space Needle in Seattle, Stratosphere in Vegas, and they had the same kind of thing. Now I went there before they had like a bunch of like the things like now they have an arm where I think it puts you out and like just holds you over the city and then comes back and then you can bungee jump off it. They didn't have that when I went, but I got to do like I did the roller coaster around it. I did what was called the space shot, and it shoots you up from 0 to 5G in no time. And so that was scary as heck, and I can't believe I did that. It was scary. And now we have Diane. What's happening?
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I had to reset my Facebook password and everything. It was so much. I'm trying to get it. So sorry, I am late.
We made it.
Have you guys ever been up in the St. Louis Arch?
I haven't.
I have.
That's a creepy thing.
Is it? Did you have to wait in line for a long time
Tight
now?
spaces.
I went up when I was a little girl, and you go up and it feels like you're in like a dryer type thing. It's just like this cylindrical, it's round, like I'm sitting inside of a dryer. It's lit up, but then it takes a while to get up there, and then there's not a lot of space up there, but looking over, you have to lean over to look out the window, and I could hardly do it. Oh,
It was an awesome view.
Oh, I couldn't wait to get out of there.
Did you feel claustrophobic a little bit?
Yeah, I got stuck in an elevator once too, and that didn't help.
How long were you in it?
About 20 minutes, I think.
That probably felt like hours though, but that's scary.
And it was a full. I went to. I was taking my state board cosmetology test in Des Moines. So we were in Des Moines, but there was a lot of people staying in this hotel, so there was a lot of people in there. So that sucked.
I just heard you have to like be in line for a long time to get up there. After you trying to say something? Sorry, I keep seeing you on mute. Go ahead.
Oh no, I said I've been up there before.
Did you like it?
People. Yeah, it's a pretty cool view, but it is tight spaces.
Yeah.
Been up there in the Seattle thingy too. That was pretty cool.
And Heather, we have in Phoenix, there is a restaurant that has a revolving there's a high skyscraper that has a revolving restaurant on the top. I've been in it, but it doesn't feel, I didn't feel anything like I was moving at all. I could look out and see that it was happening, but it was very slow.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
It was, and when I sat down to eat for I must have been sitting for about 30 minutes or so. And when I got up and I went to go just start walking, I did feel a little bit almost like I was on a boat or something. It was a little, whoa. But I'm pretty sensitive to that.
Yeah. I've never really been big into roller coasters. I'm not saying I like Disneyland or whatever, because now I know the things about it, but they're like child rides. Some are really creepy. When I look back, I'm like, okay, now I get why it's so creepy. But they're not like the intense ones where it's a bunch of loop-de-loops and whatnot. But I did like the New York roller coaster a bunch in Vegas. Went to Knott's Berry Farm and did some crazy ones, and then went to another one. Man, some of those are freaking scary though. It's not my thing.
I never liked them. The roller coaster, I can do the little kid ones. That's the line I want to be. Well, my daughter is little, and we went. I'm like, cool, I'm with you, but I was like, I'm not going on that big one.
Right.
My daughter got stuck on a ride one time. It was the spinny ones.
Got stuck on it.
It wasn't stuck on. They just got stuck on there, and they couldn't get anybody off because it wasn't in the position for the people to just get.
Was it the tilt-a-whirl? Are you talking like the carnival thing where it's like just spins and you're like on the wall? Oh God, those are like
and I was going, just climb over here, I'll catch you. They were like, ma'am. So that was kind of freaky, but I wasn't on it. But it was scary on the other side. It was like,
back here, they called that the roundup, where you stood and you had that little. Yeah, those were.
Yeah, I can't do those either. In the spinning cup ones, when I was really little in Disneyland.
Graviton.
Yep.
That's with the
floor.
Graviton, yeah. That's one where the floor drops. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
one.
Floor drop? What are you talking about?
Floor drops under you because you're.
I've been in that one.
Yeah, everybody stands against the wall and it starts spinning, and you get you stick to the wall when the floor drops because of the inertia.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, where like the panels go up and like you're like up on the panel, or like you're talking about
I
a
don't know
floor.
if the panel goes up or the floor drops, but your feet aren't touching it.
Right. Yeah. They have
Yeah.
the panels where like you'll literally
You're stuck on the wall.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
That
But I did-
G-force.
I went on one that it was like, it looked like you were on an elevator, sort of like the outside of an elevator, and you were totally strapped in. So I felt a little bit more comfortable, and your feet were dangling. And they brought you up really, 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 really slow, and then they drop you like halfway and just let you bounce there, and then whoosh back up, back down. Those ones I didn't mind so much. That one I didn't mind so much. It's the spinny and the whoosh.
right.
I can't do those.
The tilt-a-whirl. The tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah.
Do you guys have those? And they're like, it's like a half a cup thing, and you just crank on the handle, and you just be spinning and spinning.
Right.
I don't like
It's
those either.
not super intense, but it makes me sick.
Yeah.
I threw up
Yep.
when I got off of there. I was on with teenagers though when I was little, and
I
I've
like-
never got.
I like the
I don't
zipper.
trust people. They were cranking that thing. No.
See, the zipper is more of like a flip thing, but the tilt-a-whirl, you're spinning like this and going in a circular motion, and it kind of tilts, I think. But it's like that one was like, oh god, I'm gonna throw up. I wanted to.
The spin.
It's like
And
the
either
teacup
way,
sets.
this way or this way.
Some
And the
places call it the
teacups that-
scrambler.
Yep, scrambler.
Scrambler, yes, no.
That was my fave.
I took my son on that ride one time, and I was very thankful that he wanted to get off so I could yell to the guy, because I started feeling sick myself. So at least I get to blame it on the kid, right?
There you go. So you didn't have to act like it was. You could just say the kid was like, it's too much for him.
Yeah.
Diane, what kind of poochie you got there? That's a cute little doggy head.
This is Daisy.
Oh,
She's a poodle mix. Her mother was a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and her father was a poodle. So she kind of has the poodly hair, but the temperament of the Cavalier. She is so gentle and sweet and friendly. Loves everybody. She doesn't even know how to growl.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I hear you, Joanne. Yeah, that's a beautiful poochie. What's her name again?
Daisy.
Daisy.
Cute name.
Yeah, someone pointed out a paramotor.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what that is.
Here, I'll pull it up. I've seen these before, and I would not get in one. They got different kinds, but they have like the fan on the back that propels it. And they got the gas motored ones. They got the ones with the dual whatnot, but not my thing.
I don't know.
I don't even think I ever tried that in my younger years.
Well, my body would not be able to handle that position, being in that position for so long.
same, but I'd be stupid enough to still try it.
Yeah.
But
Oh gosh.
if I could like just hop along the ground,
Yeah.
and just stay like, if I could just get up and stay like and not have to jump off a cliff to do it, then I'd be okay.
Right.
That's
I
what
wanna
happens
go
when
up
you
only
land.
as high, like is this guy? Where like if I fell, I'd live. This, no.
Hey, that's too far up
No.
there.
No.
Too many variables.
I'd probably break an ankle landing or something, and then you just bounce off the ground. That's,
I mean, I think that they're supposed to land kind of like with their wheels and stuff, but no freaking way, man.
Like a driving car, or I mean, a flying car, a flying car, like
Go-kart.
or small, just a little one.
Go kart.
Right.
Wow.
It's like a go-kart with a freaking fan on the back and
With
then you
wings.
put a parachute on it or something like that. What was the question, Chelsea? I missed it. What was it? If you have a question, pass it on. We're just chatting. That's what these are about. Just community. Even you guys here in the chat. Logo Sparrows love the roundup and the old wooden roller coaster at Revere Beach. Where's that? Way back when. Had a full-blown panic attack when I got on the double Ferris wheel at a Texas State Fair, though. The double Ferris wheel, those things are huge.
Right? I am okay with the Ferris wheel as long as everybody is cool and doesn't rock it and shit. That's where I got freaked out every time I went, and one of whoever was talked me into getting up there, like, don't rock it. Oh, you mean like this?
I know, right? And then
so as long as we're not like really rocking. Yes.
Right. And then Joanne got stuck on Viper. I don't know what Viper is at Six Flags. Let me look it up. Viper Six Flags. That sounds scary.
And they had to climb down the metal coaster. Wow.
All right. Let's see if she says that this is it. I got a bunch of pictures here. Look at it. Viper at Six Flags got stuck on it. Viper POV. Is this a wood roller coaster? Holy crap, this thing's huge.
God. Dang.
Yikes.
That looks like fun.
You're getting all excited. You like these? If
Love
this
roller
is
coaster.
working properly, these are the kinds that I can handle a lot more than some of the other ones. In Pennsylvania, I think that they have the most roller coasters. And when I was living there, it was a lot of the wooden ones, the older structures.
Mm-hmm.
But it really hurt. It wasn't the greatest on my back because it's like constantly. Viper. Ooh, look at what that thing does. What? Is this it? Oh my.
Yeah.
You get stuck upside down?
Dang.
That.
No, thank you.
Oh my God.
So my sister and I, we were riding on, I can't remember where we were at on that one. We were riding a roller coaster and it just all of a sudden and stopped, and it hurt our stomachs so much. And we were stuck on that damn thing for probably a good 30 to 40 minutes. And we were just kind of like in this motion. We're like, I was on the bottom. And so like, she's not like big or nothing. And she's 2 years younger, but she was like squished up against me like the whole time. And it was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So that kind of freaked me out about roller coasters for a while, because whatever like is supposed to propel it, like didn't work. And it just came to a halt like super fast. Everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, no. That was
Do you remember the pictures from Hurricane Sandy and the roller coaster that ended up in the ocean? It was called the Jetstar, and I used to go on that every summer. We would vacation at the Jersey Shore, and my cousin and I would always just like, all right, we're going to go on it. We're going to go on it and hope we come back, because when you're up at the top of that, we're like, we're going to get launched right into the ocean. And then, you know, years later, the hurricane hits the boardwalk and the coaster ended up in the ocean. It's crazy.
Right. Here we go. Ended up right in the freaking ocean.
That was called the Jetstar. Yep. Because it was at the very end of the pier.
Yeah.
That just looks so freaking dangerous.
Well, that was after the hurricane. It used to have a boardwalk under it.
Oh, crazy.
But yeah, it was, that was the one that really scared us, because we were daredevils. But that one, well, it's like, and then we're on a metal coaster right next to the ocean, and, you know, salt air kind of corrodes metal. So like, this isn't very smart.
Right?
Got my revenge. The guy's on the bullet. My boyfriend lost his keys while his end was upside down. Oh no, and he puked. See, that's the other thing. Like they get all kinds of gems and stuff like that. So if you don't take the stuff out of your, like, I mean, it could be even dangling earrings that might fly off while you're doing it. These people, if you don't collect it, or like it's hard to get it back, they probably make bank off of selling people shit that falls off, like watches and all kinds of stuff. People's wallets that are in their pocket, phones that fall. That's what they get for laughing at me and rocking the Ferris wheel cage. Exactly right. Oh man.
Yeah, Charlie is right. I'm like, fuck, because they knew. I'd tell them before we got up there, be cool. I'm gonna kick your ass.
That just makes people want to do it even more.
I know. So
okay, what is this? Okay, let me pull this up. Ash is saying, look up Fury. Let's look at this thing. Fury 365. So this is where it gets scary with some roller coasters. Is just the ride up where you know you're going to go up super fucking high before it's going to fall. Look at that drop.
No.
Oh.
Look at that drop. Oh, this is looking down at.
Is that the climb up and the drops to the right?
Yes.
Holy
You're
cow.
doing it the
That's
wrong.
like
Dorian.
vertical. Look at that.
Look how far. Look. No.
Wow. What is this thing?
Seriously, they make him go spiral like that?
Ooh, no freaking way, bro.
Oh,
No way.
that's a messy ride.
Yeah, I've not been puked on, but I've heard stories.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, there's some crazy
I've seen one before. You know the boat ride where it just goes back and forth like this, and then eventually it'll go all the way up and go upside down. And there were these kids that, as soon as they were up at the top, spitting down on the people below, throwing pennies and all kinds of stuff. They got thrown out of the park. But
Right.
that was more fun.
You can really hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbasses. Oh.
Hey, biscuits.
What's up, biscuits? Biscuits in the house. Sup?
Stop.
Cool biscuits.
Come on down.
You don't want the corkscrew. Yeah, biscuits, if you want to jump on, bro, I'll send you the link. You just let me know. People in the community and various people. It's like Sabrina and biscuits. They come on whenever they want. Ash was like, that was the last one. Yeah, that one looks like one. The slingshot. Okay, so like, is that the one where people pass out when they got them in the ball and it's like two people and then they'll launch them and then they'll like, and then
I've seen that on a lot of
then they wake
rides.
up and they realize they're still on it. And they pass out again.
They pass out again.
Is that it? Let me look it up on YouTube because if those are those videos, man, those are some of the scariest damn things there is. Slingshot. Let's see.
I suppose just the force would knock you out, you know.
Oh no, this is okay. So this is a ride. Okay, let me check this out. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Okay. This is a little compilation. We'll watch a little bit of this. Ash, what's going on? You're getting kicked out.
I'm doing that to myself. I'm hitting the back button. I don't know how to work this shit.
That's what happens when you're a noob.
I'm a big old newbie at this shit. So let's laugh and have a good time.
Right. We're just, when I put this together, that was the beauty. Like I was going to say earlier, and I never got to it. I used to like writing, like even as a kid, you know, creative writing and stuff like that, coming up with stories. When I go back and look at these little books that I used to make, because my parents would take me to young writers conferences and stuff like that. But I used to love imagining the things that I would never actually do in real life. Now I played like high contact sports, but like the normal ones, like as far as basketball, football, baseball, and all those kinds of things. But I never got in. Can't ride boards, can't do those kinds of things and whatnot. But when it comes to like bungee jumping and those kinds of things, was not my world. But I love watching other people do it sometimes. I can't watch certain things because it freaks me out. But now we're about ready to watch what is called the slingshot. And this is a compilation of it's supposed to be funny, of the slingshot ride. So let's watch a little of this and see what happens.
Are they going backwards?
Yes, and then it shoots them.
Oh my god!
I don't think you know when it's gonna go. It's like one of those games where like, when's it
Oh
gonna
no
go?
way! Baby be splitting my personality at that point.
No? Oh dear Lord!
Oh my god! Oh my god! That doesn't even look real.
Oh god! Passed out.
Oh shit!
And now she's away. Yeah, that was awesome. funny thing is the one on the left sounded more confident. She sounded more confident going in. Now, she kept her eyes closed a lot of time, but she did not pass out. And then she actually kind of enjoyed it. This one passed out like 2-3 times.
Right. Did she
And she's
realize
acting
that
like
she
it was
passed out,
awesome.
though? Did she
What?
realize it? Did she even realize that she passed
I don't
out?
think so, because the adrenaline
Yeah.
was probably going. She probably didn't even realize it. I've always wondered, though, 'cause when I see these people pass out on a ride like that and they're flopping around, I'm like, get them to a freaking chiropractor right after this. Or like, get them to a doctor and make sure that they didn't throw out a freaking cervical
Right.
something in their neck. It looks
I wouldn't
bad.
be able to move for a month.
But this is like one of those that I was this is probably the scariest one because it just like rubber band shoots them up. And I've seen them in balls, but I've seen a lot of these and people pass out all the time. So let's check out a little bit more of this.
Well, I'm sure you're
One of
going to
them.
sign a waiver.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yeah. Can you imagine if it just snapped and you just how far these people would freaking go?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear Lord. All right, let's watch this one. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
out. She's still passed out.
she's still passed out.
Oh, shit. She's not even going to know any of it. Oh,
He's trying to hide.
I think she's kind of awake, but she's freaked out.
Oh, man.
And that's scary too when you're high up like that and you got to come back down because then they lower you down slowly. Oh my God.
feels like forever, I'm sure.
That
All right,
can't be
let's watch
good for
one
the
more.
brain.
All right.
All right, we're going to watch one more and then we'll be done with these. These are in different places too. Oh God.
Put your head back. Put your head back.
I don't think it matters. Oh shit.
Is this supposed to be smoking?
Yes.
Anticipation.
The
Yeah.
anticipation of not
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
exactly when it's going to take off is
So fast.
scary. They get you paying attention and then they
Oh,
launch
yeah.
you down. He's out.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's out. Oh
Oh
God.
no.
They're so high up.
Oh, my God.
Not as bad as I thought it was. Mine's burning.
Even though you're passed out for part of the time.
Okay. What wasn't all that fun? You know,
I can't hear.
Wow.
Oh. Man, that just makes my heart race when I see it.
I know, man.
Oh.
You watch that stuff. So what I can't handle is the it's like a big thing, I guess, in Russia where they climb the buildings. Some of them aren't even fully finished, and then they like videotape themselves and they're just hanging there, like with one arm, and then they just like pull themselves back up or whatnot. But they'll hang there and they'll just be videotaping themselves. And if they fall, it's just their certain death, and that's all in their one hand. Their whole life is just in that one grip.
Wow.
And then they've been climbing the whole damn thing to get up to the top. So they've already used it. Now kids are, you know, when I was younger, I could do a lot more than I can do now. That's for sure. But these kids, like, they'll stand on the top and take selfies and stuff like that. And they're balancing on it. And I'm like, and a lot of people have died just by trying to take a picture or by losing grip or whatever, going up during bad conditions, and it's like, oh dear Lord,
Yeah.
why?
So
Why
parkour
can't they?
frozen edition.
Why
What was
can't they
that,
just climb trees?
I said parkour frozen edition.
Right. That parkour shit gets crazy too.
Well, I used to know a guy who used to go every week to skydive. He was addicted. He was addicted.
Right. That's what happens to a lot of these people that do these things regularly. They become so addicted to that regular life is so boring because they can't get a rush. That's the same thing with like I watch like the UFC and all that kind of stuff. They get addicted to getting into the cage and being scared for their life and possibly getting knocked out. It's the same thing with skydiving and bungee jumping and all that kind of stuff. When some people just do it and they'll do it like once, or maybe they'll do it twice or whatever. But like some people that do it, like they can't stop. I mean, some of them die because of it.
It's not, I don't have very good odds. At some point, because I knew a guy, I worked at this place for a long time, and he would walk around with his dog and stuff.
Crystal.
He had this really bad limp. So eventually one day I was asking him what happened. He was addicted to skydiving, and he fell. He had something happened. And they didn't think he was ever going to walk again. He was paralyzed for a while and stuff. And so now, but he still wanted to go back. He wanted to do it again. They wouldn't let him because he was so damaged. He was disabled at that point. But he still wanted to do it.
Right. People keep wanting to do these. And like Biscuit's saying, there's many cases where one side or snaps. I mean, that's what the crazy thing about having the internet and people having phones everywhere is that you can see all kinds of tragedies with this stuff. So now I've seen enough of the roller coasters that go wrong, or people that die on like those things that tilt or go back and forth like a boat, and then like all of a sudden the foundation comes undone and then they fall. Nope, done with that kind of shit. I don't need to do that anymore in my life. But then people get addicted to this stuff. I heard a story when I was watching some videos on this stuff. Base jumping. Base jumping is the one where it's the highest percentage of people that do it for like sport or whatever. The highest percentage at the time, at least when this documentary was made, which was some years ago. But he said that most likely people are going to die because you keep wanting to throw that chute at a later time, or you keep wanting to do a riskier one where you got to like barely not hit a cliff and then hit a chute and hope that the wind doesn't push you back into the rock. Well, this guy, the one guy that was talking about it, had an accident where like he ended up down by the water. And his body broke in so many places he couldn't move, so they had to bring in the helicopter to get him. But while he was down there and stuck and couldn't do anything to even like move, little crabs started eating his body.
Oh
My God! There's nothing. He was just stuck there.
He just had to sit there and like feel them. Like he's already in massive pain, but he's watching all these crabs like bite his open wounds and bite it and drink. I don't know, man. It was like, oh my gosh. And then guess what he did, guys? He got better enough that he kept on freaking doing it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. And then there's those ones that I showed in the video where they're parachuting and they're just gliding right above the ground. Well, there was a case where a guy and there's many cases like this. Some people die doing it, of course, because it's so freaking extreme, but they get addicted to getting as close as they can. And they'll go over those rocks and their legs, like one guy that was doing it, that was in this documentary, was talking about it. And he got too low or the wind pushed him down just at the last minute. And it just shattered his fucking legs.
Oh. Yeah, see, those are the variables that I'm not okay with.
No, thank you.
It just takes a little bit and poof.
Right. Crap for the mandarins and the biscuits.
It used to cost
right.
It used to cost $100 to go down here in Casa Grande or Coolidge, whatever it is. But that was 30 years ago or 25 years ago, so it's probably more expensive, and that's expensive addiction.
Is that bungee jumping?
Just skydiving.
Skydiving? Did you say $100?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I almost did the balloon, the hot air balloon, and I was scared out of my mind to do it. And they canceled 3 times. So 3 times I tried to go on one of these things, and they canceled because of the weather. And after the 3rd cancel, I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't need to do it anymore."
That would change my mind too. 3 strikes, you're out. I'd be like, that's my sign.
That's your sign you wasn't meant to go.
I got all psyched up 3 nights in a row, couldn't sleep, and then got the text or call in the morning before we went there that they had to call it off because of weather, and I was like, you know what, I'm good. And that was going to be like $350 a person.
Mm.
Wow.
You mentioned Tony Hawk. My son was a skateboarder when he was real little. He just loved that Tony Hawk. Wanted to be Tony Hawk. I remember the first time I took him to the skate park and he had rollerblades, and I put him all in his pads and everything. Well, he biffed out, came back, and he was all crying, wanted to leave. Well, we get home and he wanted to go back. He did 20 minutes later, he wanted to go back, so it didn't bother him. He kept going, man. That kid skateboarded everywhere. Everywhere.
People love it, man. Yeah, it's expensive. I had good balance when it comes to being on my feet and whatnot. There's some funny shit going on in the chat.
I can't see the chat.
Someone was saying, so, okay, if you want to. So this, and real quick, I think this happened in Missouri where there was a plane that crashed that had 12 skydivers in it. I think that happened in Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyways, yeah. Chelsea says, Biscuit, you can keep your crabs. And Biscuit says, these crabs aren't mine. They were given to me. Chelsea's like, ew.
worst gift ever.
Oh, make sure you feed them.
I know. Oh, gosh. I love this community shit. You never know what's going to happen on a Streama. That's what I love about it.
Oh, my God.
What's up? And anybody that's never watched one of these or that's joining to check them out, like it's literally like this is us community building, only allowing really people on that are connected to the community so that we kind of know who you are. We had a lot of instances where there were people showing up and acting as if they were part of this community or just love this community. And now that I don't allow them on, they're nowhere to be found. They're not in the chat. They're not hanging out. They're not part of the community. They didn't join Telegram. They didn't join any of these places where you could make a connection. But they came on the Streamas, and it was like they were either trying to get their face out there, get attention, or steer the conversation into certain directions. And I got so sick of that. So I'm so thankful for all of you that are here.
Thank you for hosting them.
Right. And we do invite some guys, but it tends to be a Booma and his Booma Babes party. And I'm just joking, ladies, if you don't like that. Just joking.
I thought it was Booba now. Booba?
It could be Booba. I kind of like that one, actually. Booba.
Booba.
It's funny.
Did Liz put any beads on your doll?
I am waiting to see what she's gonna do with these. So she's got the hippie son is what she's doing next.
Oh, there we go.
Video, and she was so happy with the feet, and I was like, "That's so funny that she's getting so excited about the feet." I got nice little soft tender feet. Like I don't have the hard soles. I never really was big into grounding. I know is important or whatnot, but I never walked on the rocks and got the hard calluses on the bottom of my feet. My feet are sensitive. And they just they like nice things. And so anyways, so she was so excited about the feet. But she's making a D Hippie San doll and she's making a biscuits.
Yes.
So
I can't appear on this stream on Sundays because I
hope he has hair. Better tell him, reminder to give him hair. He'll be pissed. He'll be pissed.
Give you hair. You got hair coming on this one, biscuits.
The dolls are so cute.
Yeah.
You don't have to come on camera.
Yeah, you don't have to come on camera, bro.
Yeah, nobody can smell you.
Awesome. But yes, the bead shop. Yep. It's got to happen one way or the other. But I thought there was somebody that was helping put together some beads. Look, we're going to start out with the beard beads. I need some. When I was at the class in Verona, Missouri, the Sabrina Wallace Synergy class, biofield class, Ophelia put 2 braids into my beard and actually kind of looked kind of cool. But I didn't have any beads to hold it like the Vikings or whatever style, which would be kind of like what I'd kind of want. I don't know what they'd have.
Accessories.
Right, some beard accessories, and then we move on to the internet of booty beads.
Great. You had to circle back to that.
It's always going to go back to that, right, Charlie? All I do is talk about buttholes. That's what Charlie said on the last one.
Well, I guess he's right, huh?
Right? You can put butter. You can put a pat of butter on the top of this head. He doesn't need hair. His hair is a pat of butter melting all over his head.
Right.
And then you can make an Allison doll.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, there's so many things. We can keep Liz busy, and if people want to purchase them ahead of time, and then that allows her to buy the yarn and whatnot, so that she can make them.
It could be accessories.
Right.
You could have accessories too. Yeah.
Or burnt, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know how the trucks have those like big old ball sacks that they'll put on the back that sway? Well, I was telling her that you can make some accessories like that. And then Liz was like, what are those little balls, like the raisins? I was gonna just make a tiny little thing. And I was like, yeah, I gotta stop giving her ideas. Because Liz is ornery and I love it. She might even be more ornery than me. What do we got? Ash, you got some. That's beautiful there.
Just chilling outside.
That's nice.
Truck nuts.
Yes.
I've seen some people hang like, those little characters like Woody, and I see those sometimes hanging from the back of trucks.
Right. For hairy asses. I don't really think that like the beads are for like long hair coming out of the ass crack, but hey, everybody's got their flavor, right?
That would be very uncomfortable.
It's like a heavy dingleberry hanging there. What the heck?
Yeah. I would not feel good.
Oh dear Lord! Yes.
Oh my dearness!
Kitty accessories, like mini kitties accessories.
Yes.
And then put Velcro on them, and you could Velcro them to me.
What a good idea!
And baby skunks.
Yeah, I think that was the first time she did toes, right? That's why she was so stoked about the toes.
Yeah, they turned out so good too.
Right. And then she said she's going to put some sandals on them.
She's good at that. She's good.
Yeah, she
Love
gets
it.
creative.
We need to work out some kind of layaway plan.
Right. We could keep her busy for a really long time.
Got lots of ideas, huh?
So what other burning things do we want to talk about? Like we can go anywhere. We can go anywhere on these. We can't talk about buttholes anymore because Charlie's going to keep bringing that up for me.
Just relax it.
Just relax it? Is that what you have to say? Aren't we supposed to be doing like buttholes? Yes. That was another part of this whole thing was the butthole sunning. Everybody keeps asking me to do it. I'm like, man, I'm not in a place where I can do that.
The eye in the sky.
It probably would get a lot of attention, though. I'll tell you that much. Everybody's interested in it. The certified health nut dude that started that I saw that I shared on that one video of him actually doing that. He did it a long time ago, and then when he re-showed that video, it kind of went viral to an extent. And now he's doing it again, and he's actually doing group butthole sunning. So they're now he's gathering groups of people to get together and do it as one. Can you imagine getting together as a group to get naked and point your
cult?
This is what we do. We buy an old like hotel or something, and we turn it into a spa, and we have a room. There's an area where you can go and you can do like yoga and butthole. I almost said tanning.
Butthole surfing.
I was thinking that too. Butthole surfers. We can listen to butthole surfers while we butthole.
It's the name of the cult. The butthole.
What's it called again?
Butthole sunning.
Sunning,
Yeah.
just sunning.
Butthole tanning. I don't know.
What if you got sunburned?
Conversation.
Oh yeah. Listen, we could sell, creams and stuff.
15 on, 15 off.
It'd be
Crystal
a
could
booty
sell her
bead.
t-shirt, and, you know,
Yes.
like we'll have
But
a
hey,
little.
the
Got
idea
the
was
stab.
the idea is that if it goes to a Blade Runner future, I mean, they'd probably be able to like X-ray our bodies in real time at all times with drones and all that stuff like Sabrina's talking about. The idea is that we'd have a way to protect ourselves because we would have Internet of Booty Beads, meaning they break the signal and protect your body from being hacked. And so if they could do that, now you think you'd stick some booty beads up there? That's what I'm saying, you know? You can do what you got to do to protect your body.
How big are we talking?
What if they're turned into Morgellons, though? I mean,
Well, it's still technology you'd be shoving up your butt. I don't think I want to do that.
Would it be
Exit.
technology or would it be like crystals?
Exit,
though?
man.
I'll be more connected. You want to be your ass is on?
Here's the thing: it doesn't have to be like a technology. It would be like those crystals. Like we did a show.
Okay,
like,
well that would be okay.
right. So you got certain crystals, different ones that do protect from like I don't know if that actually works, but like EMF and all that kind of stuff. Yes, this is what it's really called. If you want to try to get into the technical.
Oh, that's really what it's called.
Perineum.
They made it sound all
Perineum is the
fancy.
thin membrane of the booty. It's supposedly the most thinnest membrane in the body. That's what the certified health nut says. He gets it all technical to try to sell it. He gets a lot of attention. He's an attention seeker at times, but at the same time, he's a wild man. I kind of like him. Anyways, that's the thing. They could be crystals that protect you from the invasion of your biofield.
Right. That's okay. If you can promise me that, and like and it disconnects me completely. Like there's no and nothing as long as I have them.
And the bigger the better, right?
No.
I'll stick with my tinfoil hat, man.
Okay. All right. And then now moving on from this conversation.
I mean,
as Diane's like, why am I showing my face on this one? Internet's forever, Diane.
Yeah, she's giggling.
Well, we know what zoo we're gonna go into now.
Hey, find another show that's just real and chat about whatever, man. We have a good time.
Yeah, anything goes.
What's happening? Cool. I love seeing new tags showing up. One guy came in and was like, huh? And then I haven't seen him since. Yeah, it's a little bit different of a community chat, if you will.
You come in the last 15 minutes or so.
Yes, in the Blade Runner future, people with unsunned buttholes will never be able to fool the butthole scanners and escape the cities as they collapse. See? Now Biscuits is selling it. And I'm still waiting for, okay, so we need biscuits and biscuits. We need beards and bow tie, naked and unafraid podcasting that includes butthole sunning now.
I see maybe a game coming in the future.
I would make an AI video that actually like made it look like that. Obviously, I wouldn't be showing anything inappropriate because like the certified health nut, you got to get the right angle. You're not showing any of the area or whatnot. You're just showing that you're doing it. But what do you put into AI when you tell the AI, I want a non-graphic depiction of butthole sunning? It's gonna just say failed.
Plug it in.
Your credits have been given back to you.
Plug it in.
Yes, that is a real quote from Biscuits. If dancing was the cure for baldness, I guess I'd wear a hat. Biscuits is not a dancer, even though right after he did that on that show, I made a whole video of him dancing like nonstop.
Yeah, and he looked pretty good too, all cleaned up.
Right, he looked good. He's doing a little river dancing. He did some what did we have?
Well, it started off with like ballroom dancing or something, right?
Right. Well, it was ballroom dancing, dirty dancing from the movie, and Grease, I think it was. I think with John Travolta. So you had a little disco happening with the Biscuits head on it. That was pretty funny. What's the best way to fool the butthole scanners and escape the city? Hey, we're joking about some of this stuff, but they really do want to put cameras in people's toilets. That's the thing. You don't know about that, Valerie?
I sat on a smart toilet once,
Right.
and it warmed my butt.
Well, that's nice.
That's
But
not
I don't
all
know.
it did.
I don't know what else it was doing. I was sitting for their pets. I was pet sitting at this house, so I'm like, oh man, I don't need a smart toilet.
So that's all it did though was warm the toilet seat. Was it like
I don't know. I didn't read the
screen that
instruction
told
book.
you,
It was probably doing whatever it was doing. But all I know, it was a warm toilet seat, and it was a smart. You know, it said it was a smart toilet, so I didn't have the instruction book.
What is a smart toilet? Does it talk to you?
So I guess mine's stupid.
She didn't give me any instructions.
But the toilet didn't talk to you?
No, it just was warm and it lit up.
I bet you could program it
Probably.
for it to like, you know, each person or whatever. And God only knows.
Get their butt print
I
or
don't
something.
want to know. I don't think I want to know.
I
I don't want to have a
prefer,
relationship with my toilets.
I prefer dumb everything. I don't want a smart house. I don't want to, you know, it's bad enough we have our smartphones.
Right.
Yep.
And they label smart.
And a dumb car and a dumb house, dumb appliances.
Yeah.
Safer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, my house is pretty dumb too. I don't got Wi-Fi. I only have my phone. I don't have smart appliances. No.
They are.
And the meter, as far as the meter goes, it's like 50 feet, 100 feet away from me in another area. So it's not on my, I don't know. I don't think they put any smart meters in here, but anyway, I'm pretty safe. Yeah, I need a tri-meter to really see, but I think that's what it's called, right? To measure the electromagnetic frequency, like what Charlie was showing us. I need one of those
thanks,
meters.
Oh, trimeter. I think Charlie was showing the two that she had on the last show that we did. And she shared some of them are freaking kind of expensive, but you can get the readers or whatever. A trimeter reads 3 different fields. So Charlie is the one that you would want to ask about some of these things. She's got a couple of them, but some of them get a little expensive. But hey, like you get to find out for legit how bad it is in certain areas of your house, perhaps, or some of the appliances. It's kind of intense.
I heard that like the granite countertops have radiation in them. I do have a Geiger counter. I can measure radiation around me.
Do you have do you have those kind of countertops?
No, I don't. Not here, but my dad's house has it. You know, and they've got smart appliances, Wi-Fi over there, you know, and it just feels soupy. I don't like it.
I hear you. Yes, a lot of people wanted me to go to the Ohio classes, but I can't make all these classes, man. I don't have the money to travel and do all that, and I got the time. And then I'm working with Biscuits on GGCO, and we're moving forward with that. I would have loved to go to all those classes and stuff. Sabrina was kind of taunting me a little bit in a fun way. We're just having fun or whatnot, but I've accused her now of stealing my friends.
Oh.
Some of the people that are showing up on these panels are like in Ohio and they're hanging out. She's like, look at me. I'm hanging out with them, not on a Zoom call, in real life. And I'm all like, you're stealing my friends.
Aww.
I haven't heard from her today, so who knows what's going on. She's probably resting. Or
She'll give them back. She's just borrowing them.
Right. And yet somebody offered to take me in. It was nothing personal. I told them like to drive me and all that kind of stuff to Ohio classes and then bring me back. But it's like I don't have the time or the money to do that. I got this stuff to do, and then we're working on some stuff. But the classes are awesome, and so we're gonna set up the next reunion class. But it's probably gonna have to be a pre-recorded Zoom, and then we'll present it live once we're done with it. But it'll also make people more comfortable. But I'm guessing we're gonna have way more than what's allowed here on StreamYard. I can only have 9 other people, 10 including me, on one of these, and there's just going to be, I think, from the 2 Ohio classes that just happened, and then I'm going to invite back people that were on the Missouri classes, and then just keep those things going and talking about the differences and what they all learned. Because I mean, I heard in the first Ohio class they were doing freaking dodgeball. Oh, speak of who we were talking about right now, Sabrina in the house. Were you guys playing dodgeball in the second class? Sabrina seemed to really enjoy that dodgeball. I'd be a little bit nervous if I were everybody. Oh my goodness. But yes, there she is. What's up, Sabrina? Sabrina, you can jump on if you want. Sabrina in the house. She might be on the road. Who freaking knows? And then some of the other people that were supposed to be jumping on. Yeah, is that a staple now of your class? Is the dodgeball? She's only going to keep getting stronger and better, and she's going to use those superpowers for super skills, and people they're never going to beat Sabrina. You guys are going to have to gang up on her in order to win. But she was enjoying that. That is fun. Have any of you gone to the classes?
Not yet. I'm hoping to make it to one.
Which one are you hoping to make it to? Because I think they're going to go to the
I was
Carolinas.
hoping for South Carolina, but it might be North Carolina.
Right. So they're going to go into the Carolinas and then Alabama, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Close with dodgeball. Send them home hurting. See, right here, we've got it. We've got her. We've nailed it. She's enjoying it way too much. She almost knocked Aaron out. Just joking. Okay, weird question. What is the significance of wearing gold or silver? Any healing properties? Ladies?
I know they're good conductors of heat. I don't know about any healing properties.
Would
gold
copper be better?
As far as I know, copper is good for like cleansing the water and things like that, helping with the electroculture. It may be that gold is actually could work too. I don't know about, in terms of water and stuff, but it'd be really expensive to do everything in gold.
I was in a house where the lady was very allergic to a lot of things, and they were super rich, and they had gold plumbing.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Or, a lot of people will use gold in their teeth or, whatever, because especially 24 karat gold. The gold itself, usually people do not have a reaction to. It's actually the other alloy metals that they use in it. 14 karats, 58.5% gold. Other metals can be whatever. And they use different color metals to get gold different colors. So, and what they use, it's not really, they don't monitor it all that much other than nickel. So many people have problems with that, but pure gold.
And Aaron was saying there's antimicrobial properties. There's copper is a good one. I think that they got into like land healing. Biscuits is saying bacteriostatic, so good against bacteria, I guess. But I think Chris 6-7 podcast had that Topher on. I think they were talking about land healing, and I think it involved copper and some of these other things to protect the energy and the land and stuff like that. I haven't watched it yet, but some people were saying it was pretty good.
Didn't they use silver to put in to purify water? Put in silver coins in the bottom of a barrel?
Maybe.
For antibacterial?
Wouldn't surprise me, because the precious metals are good for that kind of stuff usually.
I wear a copper bracelet, and it has a silver strip on the top of it, and I wear it on my left wrist.
Did you notice a change when you started wearing it?
I haven't really noticed, but in my head, I think it feels better.
Right. And sometimes that helps. But I tried a lot of those things when I was like really sucked into a lot of the truther stuff, and they had all those. I think they still have like the LifeWave patches, but they had patches like going back well before LifeWave became a thing, saying like the one guy that I came from. I'm not going to say his name on this show. I've exposed him enough. People that actually about that they know. But there was supposedly these patches that were supposedly infused with holy scripture from the Bible, and they were supposed to take away pain and all this kind of stuff. And I put them on. I was like, I don't feel anything.
I got this bracelet from an Indian guy down in Tucson at a street fair, and so he made them. His name is Sky King.
Sky King. So a Native American kind of
Yeah.
Indian? Or, okay,
Yeah.
yes. That's cool. I love the Native American stuff. Copper is for energy. Yes, the electroculture and stuff like that. That's definitely when we talk about like gardening and whatnot. I've heard a lot about electroculture and the usage of copper. And then that would be right in line with the land healing. Which I don't know if Sabrina did while she was in Ohio. I don't know if you're still listening, Sabrina, if you guys actually did any of that or what, but I want to hear about that. I'm looking forward to it. We did a show. We did a show about, I mean, we talked a lot before we actually got to showing the crystals that she has, but we talked a lot about that, and there is a PDF. Yes.
Several months ago, maybe 6 months ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was one of our
maybe
earlier
longer. Yeah, it was.
Here, I'll look it up real quick.
My computer's about to die, and I can't charge it and use it at the same time. Last time it had literally came up with this warning, and it took some work to get the computer back. So I'm going to step out.
What are you saying? Are you done forever?
No, I'm going to step out, and I'm going to get on my cell phone.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right. It's all good. Okay, yes, Charlie watched it. Says that the 6-7 and Topher chat was good. Went a bit into the mycelial networks, which I think we're going to do another show with Charlie on that, and then a little bit more stuff. But people really enjoyed that chat with Charlie, so we're going to continue that one, and then we got a couple other things in the works. The mycelial network and all that kind of stuff, really important. But let me show the crystals one if I can find it that Sabrina and I did. And then I can share the PDF. Here it is. All right, so it's called Healing Crystals and Self-Healing Techniques. Let me share this. Dang it. It was a really good one, and I'll share it, and then the PDF's attached to it for anybody that wants that. And then you can save the episode and watch it. And it's all broken down into chapters on the video, so you can get to specific things that were talked about. And I am going to share that into all of the chats. And then the PDF will be in the description below the video. And this is just the YouTube link, but you could find it by searching it on Rumble or searching it on Substack. It's on all the platforms. So there you go. And Heather's going back. Let's see if we got her. All right. And she's back.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Woohoo!
All right.
Okay.
Oh, and then here comes Valerie again. We lost you, Valerie. What happened?
I pushed the message button because it said number 2 on there. So I thought, and so I looked, there was a couple messages, but not to me. And I can't see any of the chat. So then somehow I couldn't get out and it kicked me out. So
Yep, you're a noob, but we're all.
I am, and I'm a techie tard.
That's all good. It's all good. And then Randa, but did you ever get your PayPal money back, Booma? In a way, yes. They gave it back to me in crypto, and now the crypto is devalued. So I've still lost money, and I called them on it, and I supposedly assigned a woman that I talked to on the phone, and she was supposed to figure out what they were supposed to do, because there has to be a transaction of selling the crypto and then making good on the freaking $1,000 that got taken from me. But they did find that it was fraud, and they gave it back to me. But they gave it back to me in Solana crypto, and it's now worth like $745 when I had $997 taken. So it's like very frustrating.
Damn,
Well,
that's
why
crazy.
did they give you back to you in crypto? It came in as like supposedly digital money, right? Like it didn't come in as crypto.
It when they hacked me, they turned it into crypto, and that's how they stole it.
What the heck?
So PayPal, this is why I warned people when it happened, because PayPal has now added crypto to their, what you can exchange as far as currency and stuff like that. And because it's newer, I think the hackers were either that or PayPal is working with some people that are doing this, because I don't know how they did it. Because I never got an email that said that a new email was attached to my account. I never got an email saying a new phone number was attached. And when we looked into it, both of those things had happened. So someone had come into somehow got into my account, added an email, added a phone number. They took as much money as they pretty much could out of what was in there, turned it into Solana, and then moved it to like 13 or 15 different wallets, what they call crypto wallets.
What the
So they had, it was systematic the way that they did it. But on the blockchain, there's something always accounted for. So like now PayPal's got to figure out how they deal with stuff like this, because they had to give it back to me when they, I guess, I don't know how they flagged it with the blockchain people, if they actually got that crypto back or they rewarded me that. I don't know how it worked, but they gave it back to me in the crypto that was taken. And now Solana, Bitcoin, all that stuff is down. And therefore I've lost money. And I was supposed to get a call from somebody and I haven't. I'm so sick of dealing with them. I don't know. It's just sitting there and I haven't touched it.
Yeah, you might not want to till it gets settled.
I mean, I might call them again and see if I can talk to somebody, but it's so frustrating trying to talk to these people. And
Oh, yeah. Just getting anybody on the phone these days is frustrating. Talk about that for a minute. Fuck. What happened to customer service, dude? Even when you can barely get a person in general. And then when you do get them, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, I could do their job better than them. It's so frustrating.
Right.
Or they like to transfer you to somebody else.
Right. I can't read to that anymore because I'm on my cell phone. It's too small.
Right. So Biscuits was on the phone when I called him to really when I was really pissed and frustrated. And with the blockchain and some of this stuff, if people understand it, which is, I don't understand it necessarily, but it's everything that happens is accounted for. And so I gave him the transaction codes, whatever they call those. And Biscuits was able to immediately look up, explain how this works, and figure out that it's a scam. They do this stuff. I mean, it's not like they took it, turned it into Solana, and then just put it into one wallet. They did it within minutes. I literally was working out and doing foam rolling and shit, and saw that there had been like a 997 whatever transfer to crypto, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I got on the laptop, and then during the time that I was on the laptop changing my password and trying to stop this shit from happening, they took all that money, turned it into Solana, and sent it to all these different crypto wallets, and then it was just gone. By the time I got somebody on the actual phone, it was gone. And then at first they acted like it wasn't they had to investigate as to whether or not it was real. And the first time they investigated it, so they said it would take 10 days. I gave them 11, called them on 11 or 12th day, and that's when Biscuits was on. And at first they said, we found it inconclusive, and then that I was at fault. And I was like, fuck you. I was like, get me somebody else. I need to talk to them. And then I started, and Biscuits was helping me using some of the verbiage, because I guess you can fill out some ice.gov form or something like that. And I could file a police report and all this kind of stuff. And when I started using that language, they were like, well, before you do that, go ahead. Well, we're going to go ahead and resubmit this. And then they gave it back to me in Solana. And then I was like, I don't want it in Solana. I want my fucking money back, exactly how much was taken. And then they said, okay, well, we have this. I'm going to be assigned to you, me personally, and I will be calling you. And they never called me.
Right. I've had similar things where they never call you back.
Right. So now I got to decide if I'm going to try to call him back or what. I mean, at some point, maybe Solana goes up or what, and I don't care. Like, I just want my money back. So if it went up and there was more money in there, I mean, maybe I just fucking cash it out and say, fuck PayPal. But at the same time, it's just the principle thing. I just want exactly what was taken from me back.
Right.
But if
Then once
Solana, say Solana goes up and it's like $1,200 now and I've made money. Then I guarantee you PayPal be calling me like, oh, Mr. Russell, we figured out how to deal with it. So we're going to go ahead and give you exactly your money back. And then they'll take what's off the top. Asshole.
So how do you turn that back into cash? How do you take the crypto?
You got to sell the crypto, which costs a certain amount of money to sell it on the blockchain. And then you lose a little bit of money there. So like, this lady was like, I got to talk to my supervisors and we got to figure out how to handle this and I'll call you. I was like, okay, well, yeah, give me a call back. And I haven't heard from them. No messages, no nothing. And I'm just like, man.
Yeah, because either they're in on it or they don't know what the hell to do.
Right. Well, that's what it
it's not
feels
that
like.
simple.
Because how the heck did somebody have the ability to add those things to my account, do it so fast, and it didn't even notify me? If I change my password myself, I get an instant email saying your password has been changed. And if you didn't do this, please contact us.
Right.
I didn't get any notification when these assholes did this. This was.
It just makes it seem like they're in on it. Like the PayPal's the one doing this.
Right. And then they can bring in like insurance money and stuff like that and then just money launder it or something?
I suppose there'd be all kinds of things that they could, oh shit. They could do all kinds of shit with that. That's the problem with like cryptocurrency. I don't like that shit. It's not tangible, even though like we put our money in the bank and then it's no longer tangible. It's like it's digital, but I could still go pull out if I wanted to go to the bank and pull $100 out. I could pull $100 out. Like you couldn't do that with crypto. You'd have to find somebody to buy it and all that. It's almost like it's more like stock than it is money. They can't. How can you use it as money when it's dealt with in that way? I just don't. I've never wanted anything to do with it. It's just like this is just seems like fucking scam to me.
Well,
you're creating it out of thin air.
It's confusing for a lot of people right now, especially that don't have any idea how it works, and it's still even confusing to me. Biscuits understands it a lot more than I do, but yes, there's transfer fees. It's just like when you used to go to the ATMs and they charge you $2.50 or $5 to freaking take out money and that kind of crap. Mm-hmm. And they started changing some of those things that they did. And then that was some of the selling points to get this credit card that you could use at different ATMs and not get charged. It's the same thing with crypto. Yeah. There's always a transaction fee in order to sell this stuff or move it. So even if they gave me exactly my money in the Solana, which you can't really do because you got to like purchase a certain amount and they can't purchase extra Solana to give me the Solana that was taken. It's very confusing, but yes, like Carl was saying, it's just like, you would think they'd have it figured out, but they're new to crypto and bringing this in. And so I don't know if they figured it out or if they're just using this as a way to fucking have people fucking steal money. And then some people won't fight or they give up. Now, I still have it as Solana in my bank account, but it pisses me off that it ain't worth what it was, and I can't get somebody to freaking make the transaction happen for me. So just be aware. I was really enjoying my PayPal experience overall until this shit happened.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong. You can't do that to somebody. That it would be like, I have $1,000 in my bank account and they just switch it to Canadian money and it's not valued the same. That's bullshit. You can't do that.
Right.
I don't know. But it's like a gray area because it's newer, and I don't know how the regulations and stuff are on it, but I don't know.
Right.
And it's just bullshit.
Like basically saying money is also technically worthless. It's just a contract with the government, basically, that you have that much energy, currency, or whatever to transact, but it's like a loan.
Yeah,
true.
Grocery store, this paper is worthless, but give me my food.
Right.
transact with other forms?
Yep.
How do you transact with crypto at a local store?
They're trying to get there, but crypto is so up and down. I mean, Bitcoin did cross 100,000. I think it might have even got to 110,000 per coin, and now it's down to like 60 something thousand. And so it fluctuates so much that the value is flipping and flopping so quickly that it's watching that in my PayPal account is like torturous.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I just
Yeah.
leave
Who to talk to?
We'll see.
I mean, unless I don't know. That was one thing about crypto when I had this customer that used to come in and tell us how stupid we are for not doing it. But he would try and explain it, and I go, okay, well, so do you want to pay for that bracelet with your crypto? Oh, wait, how am I going to do that? I can't just slide a card in and you get, so tell me what is my advantage to having this? I can't pay my bills. I can't buy shit with it. And he was trying to say the same thing. Oh, well, you can sell it and do this. I go, it sounds like stock. Like, that's not, until they have a place where you can, okay, I'm going to buy something with this directly, take it out of my account. I don't want it.
Right. Well, that's what we're trying to do, I think, with like PayPal.
Oh my God. Don't let me get on the phone with them. I'll ruin everything for you.
We'll just take all the money for the time that you just reamed them out. Who freaking knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling. I'm gonna show up. Where are you working?
So
Give them the money back.
Located. I think they just hire people to be like call people at their houses that have a manual and shit that walks you through. I don't know. Who freaking knows? Where do you go to like confront these people? You probably just get arrested on site for trespassing.
Oh yeah, for sure. They call the police on me for sure. They'd already be waiting there.
Yeah. They got precog on you, Heather. They'll know. Oh, she's coming. Send SWAT. Send SWAT. Don't fuck around. She turns into the whole.
Don't pay attention to what she looks like. She's dangerous.
Radiating heart. Sabrina, where are you? I mean, not really, but like, are you chatty? You able to chat? What are you doing? Probably
Speaking of money, I was going through some $1 bills and I found one that's a silver certificate.
Those should be worth more.
Right.
I used to work at a bank. I'm surprised that that actually got out. Somebody wasn't paying attention.
Let's see this.
That's pretty cool. The blue ink. Yeah. I had a $2 bill and a $5 bill that was a silver certificate too. And I ended up taking it to one of those coin shop things. I was desperate for money. I didn't get very much for it.
This says 1957 on it.
Interesting. Have you looked up how much it might be worth?
Wow.
No, I just said, well, this is like what the money was truly, the silver certificate, because they had the silver to back it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just excited.
I can't remember what the year was. It was before 1962 or something. I had some dimes too that were silver, and those were worth more too. I ended up selling those too.
The mercury head?
Yeah. Not all of them had the mercury head on it, and they were still silver, but it was before, I can't remember what the year was, before 1962 or 3 or something like that. 4? Mm-hmm. Was it 1964?
Yeah.
After that is when it all changed. Like a lot of stuff changed. They stopped doing that, making the coin out of actual silver, but they used to.
Yeah, 64 was a great year.
What year was Kennedy assassinated?
63.
That was a great year. That was a good year.
Kind of makes sense that it would be. It kind of makes sense now.
Late December, even.
Late December, back in 63.
What a
overnight.
What a lady, what a night. Ooh, ah. I love that song. Actually, that song, my first jewelry store I ever worked at a radio station, it just played all those songs. So I got to know those songs. That
Right?
era. Uh-huh.
66 was the last year for silver quarters. Interesting.
You could hear it if you would drop the change. You could tell the difference between what was silver and what wasn't.
I bet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a different noise for sure. I can't read that.
Nice try. All right. All right. What's next? What do you got? What do you guys want to talk about? Come on,
Pretty
lady.
good. Quiet.
Ladies always got stuff to talk about. We can talk about anything. I've already brought it to the edges of what is allowed on a stream with butthole sunning and all the Booma beats and all that stuff. So anything goes, ladies. Anything goes. Let's just not talk about periods and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait. You said anything goes.
Yeah. Now, how about Happy Father's Day to all the dads?
What's that?
I said Happy Father's Day to all the dads.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yes. Happy Father's Day.
Absolutely.
Woohoo.
I have nothing really else to say about that because I don't know my dad. I don't talk to him.
Yeah, it's every like holiday or whatever has a different thing. Some people have bad experiences on them. Some people pass away on those days. Some breakups happen those days. And some people don't have family, like biological family, or know their family, or they passed away. Those kinds of things. It's tough.
Yeah, both of my dads are gone. My bio and my stepdad. But my son is a dad. So
Right, and there's for baby
Yay.
fathers.
I have a brother who's a dad, and a sister, but she's a mom.
Yep, we need more dads out there. I think a lot of them are missing in the picture on purpose. Bringing up the family unit. It's unfortunate.
All by design.
Yep. Yep.
It's part of it too.
Yeah, we need good dads. Good dad.
Right. I just had a cat that ended up getting really ill and dying. It was a feral one, but
Oh,
it was allegedly a form of coronavirus for cats that apparently they all carry, and it can be a mutation, and there's different forms of it. But it was very sad. I don't know about a lot of dogs passing away. Hey, I think I kind of know that person.
hi.
Oh my goodness, gracious sakes alive.
Hello.
Look how pretty she looks.
Surprise, she's still in a hotel room.
Yeah, truly. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a little quiet, but we can hear you.
Well,
So how you
hello.
doing?
How are you?
We're doing good.
We're
Did you
doing
call
great.
my friends or what?
Say what? Yes, Valeda was there with us last night, and Mike and I had some great Mexican lunch today. So you have no more friends, Booma.
She took all my friends. Sabrina's taking all my friends. I haven't even. Mike has not shown up in the chat or on a Booma Streama in months, and then all of a sudden he shows up to hang out with Sabrina. So Mike's off the list. You're no longer my friend, Mike. Sorry. I still love Valeda, and nothing will change that. I think she's great, but you're probably more friends with Sabrina now because you've actually met her. But we'll just make a list. I'll just go down them, call everybody out.
So
Be a long way.
Ding.
at our classes, they would say, "Oh, Sabrina, I thought Booma was going to be here." Oh.
Right. I can't make it. I can't. I don't have the money and the ability to do it. Plus, I got all this other stuff I got going on.
You very busy.
I'm busy. We're about to see. We got a little bit more time to refine some things with the GG Co stuff, but we got a lot of stuff going on. And then yeah, we had some stuff here at the house that I had to help take care of, and various things like that. Had to step up to the plate a little bit, so it was important. So, but I am looking forward to hearing about how the classes and stuff went, because it seems like there was quite the difference. I don't know, a different location, different people, different atmosphere, and some a little bit different than the Verona classes I hear.
Well, 54 to 56 people last weekend, and it was more healer focused, so that we had 3 tables in the front. Velvet was behind us, and then another person with tuning forks. The lights were down so people could quietly come and go, see different things, test different tools. But I think some folks thought it was more like a clinic where you would like wait to get a massage. Hi, Charlie. That's right. All your friends belong to us. Haha, Booma.
They're all Sabrinites now.
So the healer class was just, I think people thought it was more like a massage clinic. And then when they figured out that it wasn't, that everybody was jumping in just like Verona. And then we finished with dodgeball like normal to help people remember it is your nervous system. Like if I throw the ball at you, you go like this and you don't think about that. It's automatic. So after that, there were a lot of different meetings. And of course, Mac and his wife brought their food truck, and just the most incredible menu at our healer class last weekend. But this weekend, the biggest difference we also had was we had normies, people that last weekend, they didn't know who I was, what I was teaching, why I was there, why they were there. Hey, and so we had 10 of them out of 52, 4, 6, 56 last weekend, 10 normies that knew nothing. And at the end of it, they said, Sabrina, I've had so much fun. It's like being in high school.
Right.
I said, well, good. And they also remarked that they really wish someone had done this, because it was nothing they ever wanted to fight about with their family or their friends. Like, this is easy. Okay. So then this weekend, we also had people from Verona, and that weekend too, that came with their spouses. Like the spouse came first last weekend, and here they come this weekend with more normies, more people that were like, wait a minute, what do you mean it's this? What, and you did what? Well, I want to see that. I want to go. It's just, here they come. And this time, 52. And I'm like, no, it'll be lower. It'll be fine. No, because we always get more people on Saturday. But I put in some land healing information. I had people feel the difference between stones by crystal systems, not somebody's board telling you that amethyst makes you feel good and citrine makes you feel dreamy, or I don't know. I was explaining how the crystalline systems, like our fascia, like the soil, and I held up a rock. I literally said, what is this? I said, that's a rock. I said, okay, what's the ground made of? Rock. Well, okay. Your fascia is crystalline. Okay. So we worked with that. And yes, what Angelos is talking about here is probably the most important component that people thanked all of us for, which is that for me, the most important thing is you take care of you. So people that wanted to come and go, see certain things, come back, there was no pressure, and you weren't sitting and just listening to me talk. It's interactive. Right. You're actually working with other people, asking questions, and then we 50 people. So there's 2 restaurants to choose from because 2 big groups are going that way. I'm headed out back to smoke with a different group of people that's going over this way. And that's where, just like during class, people get to actually sit down and communicate without needing conflict. And if you think in the band that everybody is like, oh yeah, we all agree. No way. Right. But the best part is that you can sit and listen and communicate. Oh, hey, Aaron. Yes. And he was so much fun, just tremendous. But yeah, you can sit and communicate and listen to folks that you don't need to jump in. You're just listening. You're there to experience what they're talking about, what they're thinking, how it's different. And there were tons of people from the Booma community, which I love because we were all like, oh, you're part of the Booma party bus, you know. But and the reason I bring that up is because you know that I kind of hid in your community for a while ago before I knew you, to where I could just hang out with people because in the Booma community, right there in the chat, Booma's talking, whatever's going on, and people go back and forth, and they don't agree, and things I never agreed with Midnight about or whatever, and it never mattered because you could disagree and go on. So that's all going on with information, though, that's really quick about, I felt this, I didn't feel that, and is it normal to feel that? How does it work for you? So then we had biofield reading after the crystal thing, an extension of the boot, scoot, and boogie, and just a ton of folks that said thank you to one another as well, people recognizing handles. I was very humbled that I met several people that either flew in from other states or drove in from other states because they'd waited 3 years. They've been with me since the Brightion. They are not on the Telegram. They're only on the fourth wall. No social media types.
Right.
That was amazing. Several. It was, like I said, a year ago when I was upset about the fact that sitting and doing the white papers was holding me from what I really wanted to do, which is get out there and help folks with simple exercises they can just take right home. You ain't looking weird, no magic room.
Right.
That's why the folks that were normal people that didn't even know why they were there, their friends like, I'm going to this retreat thing, you're coming with me. And we all had a lot of fun.
Well, that's awesome. Because when you first started talking about these, I was like, you cray. Why are you doing this? And then when I went to that one in Verona, I was like, damn, this is the way. Because it doesn't feel like one of those conferences when you see some of those online or whatnot, and everybody shows up to an auditorium and you're thinking about, man, you got to sit there for hours. No, it's not like that at all. It's interactive. You're up and in and out and having smoke breaks, chat breaks, chilling, people talking, actually getting to talk face to face as opposed to over the internet with people about all these important topics that we discuss on the channels. And it's really fun. And so when you sent that video, when you're hanging out with Mike and some of those guys, I was like, dang it. It would be nice. I'd love to meet Aaron. I'd love to meet all you guys. I can't make that happen right now. But it's awesome what you're doing. I think I might have oversold maybe the healing part of it because I really love that. But Verona had a really awesome group of healers there.
Oh no, it happened. It happened. Right. Just that Manya being here, she had tons of folks going through her house and their experiences, and the after party, like Angelo said, that's yeah, that's right. They're different. Catered to the students that are there with all the questions and additional teachers.
And just real quick, would you announce what you are going to do for the rest of this tour, if you will, the Sabrina tour? Just joking. Oh, Sabrina Wallace Energy Bioclass tour. You're going to do, I don't know what's next, but you got South Carolina, I think, next.
Yes, South Carolina is with Dawn Christine, and that one is announced. I don't remember when. I'm sorry. My husband has the dates posted. You made the JPEG for that one. Yeah. North Carolina has, I don't think my husband has announced the dates yet because, well, I'm not sure. I know he did Alabama, but it goes South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama. And we're headed home tomorrow. So as soon as we hit the door, we'll have the announcement video and JPEG and all that going everywhere. Yeah.
So there you go. The July South Carolina class will be next on the 10th. There's the take a snapshot, take a screenshot if you want. Boom, pause the video. There you go.
Yeah, that one's locked in. But for those of you that are attending the South Carolina class, you're definitely going to want to communicate with not us. We don't have any signups. There are no emails, none of that. It's just the Verona class had 36 people, and the amount of people keeps going up, and our cap for the location is 85 or 70. So it's not my fault, Booma. It's Dawn. Dawn's her own little mini celebrity. A lot of people want to meet her. So when they found out, because to some folks it's like a meetup, even though it's biofield spin class and dodgeball, So Dawn goes, Sabrina, and her husband looking at her messages is a lot of people that they just want to go see Dawn. Well, combine that with us. And my husband goes, I think the cap is 70. I said, oh, no, we're not going to. He's like, I don't even want to hear it this time. You've been wrong 2-3 times.
Uh-oh.
Right.
But that's a good thing.
And we had to split up groups of people because when you have that many people, unlike Verona, that was much easier and more intimate as far as there were less of us. So it was easier to kind of work together. And Mike, before he left, he said, Sabrina, we need name tags. Yes.
And Manya does remote healing too, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Obviously, these are the classes that just happened, so don't worry about that because those are what just took place. But if you want her, crone.garden is how you can get to her website and check out what she's got going on there. But then there's the number to get a hold of her for a session if you're interested. And I still have yet to talk or meet Manya, even over the internet. I'd love to have that at some point. But that's up to her, of course. But I'm excited to hear some more about that too. But I'm glad that it went well. And it sounds like some of you guys got to hang out with Sabrina more than I did.
We were up late, Booma. Nobody was turning in until the fun was over, and the fun didn't stop. We had the network engineer guy was playing guitar last weekend. It was super cool. He was so talented. Pardon my nose. And then somebody bought pizza last night. We have glow sticks. Like, I'm telling you, it's so much fun. Like Angelo said, the after parties and like the going to dinner and then staying up till 1 or 2 on Friday when waggle finger time, got to be up early. So things start at noon on Saturday because there's no way that I'm getting to bed before 2 or 3 because there's usually that much going on all over. Yeah.
And I can't live like that. I guess when I was at the classes, I was just in the room by myself and I was trying to sleep, but it took me a while to fall asleep. But I can't imagine also staying up, hanging out with people till 2 a.m. and then trying to sleep. I would not get any sleep. I was exhausted Saturday.
Yep. It's just a lot of energy. But it's, for me at least, it's really fun to see the band in action because so many people just jump right in. I mean, you know, Booma, as soon as they see it and they're like, oh yeah, I can do that.
Right. And I got to hang out with people. Some of us went to dinner the first night, and that was really cool, hanging out with everybody and just kind of having a chill session, talking about whatever and having some grub. But yeah, I didn't get to hang out with Sabrina like hardly at all. And then I had a demon fairy fart in my eye at the last moment. And so right before I left, my eye looked like I was going to lose it. So it was stupid. And then I was like, we got to make one video while we're together. And then right before that is when the demon fairy farted in my fucking eye because we have a picture and you can see me, you, and Firewall, and I looked fine. Nothing had happened yet. Something happened where all of a sudden my eye just blew up and we make this video. We look like 2 little chubby kids sitting on a bench. And it was just like, I had my eye like completely red. It was just like,
the demon fairy attacked you in the middle of the night. That's what they do.
Yeah, at some point it launched something silent and deadly because I never saw it or heard it coming, but all of a sudden it blew up my eye. So I was going to make sure that it foiled our plans to have a video. The video still turned out great. I liked what we were in one take able to keep it under 3 minutes for a short and then get out some more information. But yeah, I didn't get to hang out with Sabrina nearly as much as some of y'all in Ohio.
Tell him, Valeda. You tell him.
Where's Valeda? Where's Valeda?
Around to this, she can leave you a message.
Right. I have to have a talk with Valeda. Valeda also was talking with somebody that reached out to me on Telegram asking if I could join the Telegram. And I was like, it's free. Yeah, cool. Valeda's awesome. And they haven't even opened it. What? Come on, people. Anyway, the demon fairy. The last guy I was with, he used to call him Deva. So there's that. But yes, that's what I felt like because it was just like all of a sudden it was a stinker bell. Just let it rip when they knew that we were going to shoot a little video together. Oh, goodness. And you haven't done that with Tori?
Not yet. Everything's stay out of the tumble effect. Apparently, the sequel to watch the movie is Wait for Congress or something like that. Wait for, fill it in. So, you know me. I tell folks all the time, focus on you and your immediate environment and what you can cultivate, hone your skills, mind your health, and work on you. And Mr. Aaron over there talks a lot about that kind of stuff too.
Right. Okay, so you're doing South Carolina, then North Carolina.
The following weekend, all 3 weekends are right in a row. So it's South Carolina, North Carolina, Gadsden, Alabama. And it'll be Dawn Christine, Chris Crutchfield, and then the people who were there 3 years ago from Florida and Georgia and Gadsden, Alabama. And then we're hosting the Synergy Jamboree in Alabama right there. We got a pavilion. We're hoping to do open mic and music and potluck family reunion style.
But the locations and time, well, the times will be pretty standard for what you've been doing.
Firewall, it'll be the same timing as far as 5 to 8 p.m. Friday night and noon to 7 on Saturday, with the usual classwork like it's been going, yes, except for the Synergy Jamboree. I think that one is on a Sunday, but I don't have that yet. My husband just finished it this week in between printing and people and the Ohio classes.
Yeah, but so South Carolina is the only one you got locked down as far as location goes. And so when
North Carolina is done, but it won't be announced. I don't know if he did announce either of them in the Telegram, but full video announcements will be commencing tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. So there you go. And a lot of people won't necessarily watch this or they'll catch it late, but we will. For those of you that are listening and you're waiting for like the dates, because I keep getting asked in the comments, I was like, they've been yet to be announced. So now North Carolina and Alabama will be announced, but those will be the final two for this tour, if you will, right?
Well, they're the final for this tour, yes, but we will be filling in Richmond, Virginia, between Ann Arbor and Detroit, Michigan, and San Diego, California.
When?
Coming up either right before the fall or coming into the spring, one of the two.
You were talked about being done by August this year. Is that going to be pushed back or what?
We'll be done by August this year, and then, because it's winter time, unless we can fit Michigan and Richmond in. But those 3 locations are yet to be determined, but sometime, like I said, either in the fall or in the spring.
And then Firewall's getting the Scooby-Doo bus ready?
You.
I'm going to keep pushing them to get this bus.
Oh, it's all I hear about. It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we really, we had young people there. We had children there this time and last week. And it's a very family-friendly, very grounded, normal kind of, whoa, and you can ask any question atmosphere. And it's all about you. You get out of it what you put into it. And there's no spooky, scary weirdness. Saturday is all about activity. Friday night is you get an hour of technical and then the boot, scoot, and boogie. And then we're putting me at the table now to take prayer card requests and questions. So yeah, the magic bus where there's a lot of shucking and jiving, NED.
So there you go, people. Yes, there's going to be other locations at some point, if not all gotten to by the end of this fall or whatever.
Well, because we're the ones that cover everything for each location. And so far we're doing great. People have brought us paper and, helpful things while we're here. So we're doing pretty well, but we only go out like 1 or 2, except for this upcoming month usually. So one location at a time. It's always a public place.
Right. I don't know how you guys are doing it. And it's amazing because you're giving so much of your time. You're leaving home. You're away from Bjorn and your family and the rest of the fur babies and all that back home and the peoples. But you're having to stay in hotel rooms and get rental cars that are hopefully reliable. So that's another thing, I guess. Well, I'm not looking forward to hearing about it because it sounds like it was a nightmare.
Hey, Booma, you know where that man is right now?
Is he trying to get a car?
He had to surrender that and drive all the way home. He's on his way back.
Oh, dear Lord. So we had to go get your guys' vehicle or what?
No, he had to go unload the first load.
God bless you, Firewall. God bless you.
Yeah, and because I stayed here to paint and painted our new display table, and people are signing the table. It was really cool. There were 4 of us, Abby and myself, and Rick stayed, and then Mike and I went out to dinner. But that's why I was here, because I had some folks that have been here all weekend, and Manya's still busy doing sessions. It's getting late, and I still haven't heard from her.
Wow. Yeah, firewall man. He's he picked me up and took me back and moving a lot of the heavier like crystals and stuff like that, and now driving all the way home and having to switch out the vehicles. Is that what or was it just because you guys had so much stuff you had to move a load? How did you guys get? Oh, because you had a different car?
No, we just took on, even though we just took on extra stuff.
People are bringing you so much stuff. That's why you need the Scooby-Doo boss. I'm telling you.
No, not like
yes, Firewall, do it.
No.
I will take the blame.
No buses, Booma.
Why? It'll be so fun.
No, we had we bought a display table and I painted it, and then we had we picked up just some extra things to help with people who don't have a second table, things like that, and then swapping out stones and Manya's house.
Right.
Mhm.
No room for me in the car, so he's like, well, there he went. He goes, I'm gonna leave you here, you'll be fine, and got all suntan. It's fine.
Crazy. Somebody wanted Manya's info. Let me just put it. I'll just put it into the
Hey,
chat.
Biscuits.
Yes, we still got to get Sabrina and Biscuits together.
Biscuits, you gotta help me out. No bus.
Come on, Biscuits. Go for the bus. If Biscuits says bus, it's official.
U-Haul, 1995.
Right, exactly. I just apply the pressure, and then it was funny because Biscuits was really not happy about the Allison situation, and now it's become kind of a fun little thing, and then it's going to grow into something else that we're working on. So you guys hold on to that. I did put Manya's website and her the number to get a hold of her, so you can book with her into here it is on the screen, into the YouTube, but there you go on the screen. So take that down. It's crone.garden. I think will take you right to her website. crone.garden will take you there, and then there's her phone number to get a hold of her. Leave a message, and she'll get back to you when she can, I'm sure. Very busy, I'm assuming, after this and during this, and probably trying to take a break herself. Yeah,
I vote for a bus.
Yes, another one, Valerie. Yes, that's what I like. Who else is good on this? Diane, Ash, Heather, Dawn D. Bus. Yes! See, it'll cut it. Like if people bring you things and whatnot, you'll have all this extra space. You could probably, I don't know, you can do all kinds of stuff. Depends on the bus that he gets.
Dorian, pardon me for a moment. Hi, Valerie. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Heather, I miss you.
I miss you too. I really want you to come out here. I can't wait for you to come out this way.
San Diego. That's close to me.
Yeah, but once we're out there, there's 2 other locations. Heather's is one of them, because Heather's out there. That's enough for me. She just got to find 5 people that want to play dodgeball. We good.
I got it. I got you.
All right.
Just make it out here and we're good. That'll be exciting.
Does Manya do remote animal healing?
Yes.
She does. There you go. That's awesome to hear. Remote animal healing. Get a hold of Manya for that if you need it.
I had my kitty with me when I did a session with Manya. My kitty.
That's awesome.
I've done a session with her too, and it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Some of the stuff she was saying, I couldn't even believe it. She's amazing.
Yeah, I love that stuff because it reminds me of my massage therapy days, and this is goes into even other forms of healing techniques and modalities. I love it. Yes. Oh man, Angela, you're getting to try everybody. You got Gwen. I still want to do that trip down to Crystal and everybody that's in Missouri that wants to do it.
You're lucky you got to have a stream with Velvet, but I got to actually give her a hug, talk to her. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. She is so incredible in person. She reminds me of an actual Norse mythos. It's Sig, I think, Sig. It was the sometimes counterpart female companion of Thor. Like this.
Oh, wow.
Blazing blonde hair, intense blue eyes, just pure soul song energy. And she's like, hello. And I'm like, Velvet.
Yeah, she had to do 8 hours, then go across the border.
Oh,
Full on cavity search, I'm sure.
she gave me gifts from her garden, and it was just so pretty. The little bag she gave me was purple, and she's as amazing right there with you, joking around, because we talked about a little bit of that. I said, you did great with him. He's an easy interviewer. He's so fun. So we were just, I hope your ears were ringing. But she said, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. So yeah, and she kept pace last weekend with Manya and I just fine. I mean, just like with Gwen, when you're used to healing like that, person per person per person, you know, people said, how do you not get tired? Or, you know, because you worked with it. I said, this was for me, high school and, you know, 10 years of my life. It was one right after another, and Manya too.
Yeah, Velvet and I have done 2 interview sessions, and then she does some of the healing, sound bath stuff. So we've done some of those. Maybe we'll do some more of those, and Slamtastic as well. But I enjoyed some of the conversations I had. It was around a really tough time for her, losing somebody, you know, very close, her mom. And so we had some really good conversations, and I was like, we should do just a talk or whatnot. And so I've had her on twice, and she'll probably come on again. But now you've stolen another one of my friends. So it's a situation that I have to deal with. There's 3 very important people in my life now, closer to Sabrina than they are to me. So I mean, Velvet has answering to do. She's great though, right? She's awesome. Well, now you're like, you don't even know because you haven't been in her presence, and I have. Whatever. So Sabrina, have you met Diane, Ash, Dawn D, and all these ladies?
I saw Dawn D once before, but no. Hello, Diane. Hello,
Hi, Sabrina. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Sabrina.
Hi, Dawn D. Who are these people, Booma?
Ask Heather. She brings them.
Yeah, there's a Heather bus.
So if you do one up in, you know, Heather's location or whatnot, Heather's will be like the kind of like, I don't like the word celebrity, but like, you know, some people that are getting more known. Like Heather's hosting an amazing women's class, and they're doing a lot of awesome things, and it's really growing, and it's really healthy, and it's beautiful community building, and women, you know, talk about their women things, and they can have a safe space. So he's bringing all these people. So it just so happens that it's like Booma and all these women all the time. We have invited some guys on, and they don't show up. But I do shows with Biscuits and JK, and so I have, you know, my man time. But
we're working.
Yeah, this is Heather's doing. So go ahead, Heather.
Yeah. So these are people from my ladies group, and they're wonderful. DFK Diane, she's a little newer, but I met her through the Booma chat. Yeah, which is a lot of it. Basically, it's like half Booma, half Sabrina. It's kind of and kind of bringing them together, and it's been really, really great. Yeah. I love it.
I'm DKF Purple in your chat, Booma. And,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and Sabrina, I'm also on the 4th wall. I'm a member there too. So, yay. I'm hoping to come see you in South Carolina, but I may have to wait until your North Carolina trip.
Oh, either one will be a ton of fun.
Looking forward to it.
And Dawn, you're from the ladies group as well?
Yes. Yeah, I've been part of Booma's community, I don't know, 2.5 years now. I've been following him, and I watched you two on Rumble back in the day. And so, yeah, just joined Heather's group probably about a month ago, and the ladies have just been super supportive, and I love you all, ladies. Thanks for being part of my life now. So it's great.
Yeah, I keep hearing really great things about the women's group, and that's really important. I mean, if the dudes wanted to get something going, I'd have to find somebody to host it because I don't have the time for all that stuff. But I want to be able to host those kinds of things and offer those kinds of things. But it's funny with Dawn because Dawn D, I think you're the one that was always in the chat before you came on to one of these, and you're always like, "Booma Streama tonight, Booma." I'm like, I don't have any plans to do it, and she was always asking for it. You're the one that's always doing that, right?
Yeah, I was encouraging.
Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, we're doing a Booma Streama with you, Dawn. Are you ready? And she wasn't ready yet. And now here you are. It's so awesome.
Yep. It's like sitting in the living room with my family. So
Right.
I appreciate all of you guys.
Yo, appreciate you too. Charlie's giving love as well. Shalom Girl is in the house. What's up, Shalom Girl?
Ooh.
Do you know about Shalom Girl? Everybody in here, I guess, but Sabrina? Elon Musk babysitter. You don't know Shalom Girl? She's got quite the story, but she's a beautiful lady. I've watched some of her videos, some of her testimony of that stuff, and it is very interesting. I'll say that. But welcome, Shalom Girl, and everybody that's here. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It just keeps happening to where it's just Booma and a bunch of babes.
I don't know why you're complaining.
I'm not complaining. There's some people that are complaining in the chat about it, and someone said it wasn't healthy. I was like, "This is perfectly healthy."
It's a harem.
Of it.
You got a harem going there, Booma. It's a harem.
I know. I joked about that on one of the shows when it was like all ladies, and then someone in the chat freaked out. I'm like, if you take that seriously, then you haven't been here very long. Give me a freaking break.
You got to do that on your next thumbnail. You got to come up with the harem theme.
Right.
There you go.
I might as well just embrace it, right? And really freak people out and piss them off.
The belly dancers.
Talk about. Mike Gill needs some freaking. He needs some something to talk about. I don't know. I thought I was supposed to be arrested by now, and the Flynn Network was going to be taken down. And here we are. Nothing has happened, and he's stealing information from Ariel, who I just exposed in the last little music video I made. So
every time you say it, all I think about is the mermaid.
Oh, that guy.
Time ago, and you made him into a mermaid.
I should make Ariel into a mermaid, but here's the thing: we don't even know if it's like a real person, or if it's AI, or if it's a team, or what it is. Ariel's, but he got quite the presence on X, and for some reason does not get community noted like he should. So there is something strange going on there, like Fed style strange, but it is what it is. Anyways, but yes, it tends to be a lot of ladies coming on, and I grew up as I got a job at Starbucks, working mostly with women and gay dudes. There was a very low percentage of straight men that worked at Starbucks when I was there. So I was used to working around mostly women. And then I got into like the massage world. Now I've had construction jobs. I worked for the Forest Service. I've done all kinds of jobs. But some of the jobs in the more recent years of my time were primarily working with women. When I worked in the massage field, it's a lot of women, and mostly women coming for massages. So it's nothing new to me to be around women a lot.
Well, that
group though is a little bit Booma inspired, right, Heather? The original.
Yeah.
The original.
Well,
but
the idea.
Things changed. Things upgraded because the people that gathered around Heather, very, very special women. I was there a few times. I tried to be, but I've been traveling. But it is a very supportive space and very well insulated with proper boundaries by their coach over there. Heather does a really good job.
Yes, she does.
I try. But I did, it was inspired by coming on the Booma Streamas, really. And then when I first came on Telegram, we were doing like the lives in the Telegram and stuff. And I just kind of got the idea. I was like, And plus it was a lot of women. There weren't as many, men involved. And I didn't really want to like reach out to a bunch of different guys. Too, it was easier to reach out to women. A lot of women reached out to me. And so I was just like, I think I can make this happen. Just get a group phone call going, and it just grew from there. And then I finally did did my own channel, which I really wasn't planning on doing, but it grew to the point where it was like, it got difficult to try and individually going, okay, I'm doing this notice. I'm going to send you this link. And so it made it a little easier. And now everybody gets to support each other. It's wonderful. And then we're going to do different fun stuff. I want to do like a movie night and or stuff like that. And it's private. I want to keep it private. I don't want it to be open to the public. And I'm a lady. Well, I don't know if I can call myself a lady. I'm a woman. And there's some things that we feel more comfortable talking about just in front of women. And honestly, I don't really know how many guys really would want to sit in on those conversations sometimes. It's not all the time. We don't always just talk about that, periods and stuff and rainbows and butterflies. But I've just found that women are usually more comfortable around women. I wouldn't mind having more. I just don't want to do it by myself. I don't want to coach a bunch of guys. I don't know if that's as appropriate. There's probably stuff that you guys want to talk about that we don't want to hear. Or better off, maybe.
Right.
I mean, it goes ways.
Well, Straw Hat's asking, where's my wife? And I have been married and divorced a long time ago. And I've been with some crazy ladies. And doing what I'm doing right now, it's best that I just stay single. Because I don't need the jealousy, and I don't need anyone getting upset because the ladies coming on. I don't need any of that. I'll just stay single. But all the other reasons as well. So, but I like ladies. I'm not bad for the other teams.
He's not gay, and he really is a man. It's not a transgender.
Heather, did you see that Angelo suggested the Doobie Brothers as the name for the men's group?
Oh, I like that.
Cool.
With the hippie son.
We gotta get a guy that I trust to run it. And unfortunately, a lot of guys have come in and not been who they said that they were. That's for sure. We'll say that much. Ladies.
Well, it's fun to do the Telegram lives too. And keep doing the Booma Streama. We'll keep inviting people on, and it'll grow.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I miss some of the companionship and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, but right now I'm focused on other things. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we've done some of the Telegram chats. We've done some of them where it's like, not recorded and not live, so people can feel comfortable just chatting or whatnot. Getting a little feedback, Heather. You might want to mute. I think it's your microphone. Let's see if that
Go
was it. But yeah, I want to do more of that. I just don't have the freaking time. So I got to find some people that might want to host some of those things. But Heather's doing the women's group, but I'm sure some of the guys would want to get in on some of the conversations. So I'll figure some things out. But man, I'm also spending a lot of time learning new things. So it's like the technology and whatnot. I'm learning new creative ways to express some of the stuff that I'm trying to do, some of the music videos. I did a couple articles, but writing the articles takes a good amount of time and focus, so I haven't done a whole lot of those. But I'm trying like new media so that whatever we end up doing a lot with the GG stuff, I have more tools in my toolbox, if you will, because it's a 2-man show doing like a full team job. Biscuits is like a fucking army. It's crazy.
Well, thank you, Booma, for passing me an invite, and thank you, Heather. Blessings to all of you. I'm going to go because I think I fell asleep already somewhere. But I was outside and I went, oh, because you didn't say anything about a stream, and I've been so busy I didn't see anything. I just checked my husband and then Booma and then the main general chat, make sure no nukes went off. And I was back to packing stuff. So like I said, Heather, I miss you. I miss the ladies' chat. Because being in there really is a special experience. And people are genuinely inspiring over there. But anyways, blessings to all of you. Have a good night. And for those of you that attended classes I hope you can talk about the dodgeball and make people laugh.
Awesome. Thanks for
God
coming
bless,
on.
Sabrina. Love you.
See you later.
Stay groovy, band.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
That was great. So you got a little update there. Hopefully I can get her on and we'll chat some more about some of the stuff that was going on. They've been through it a little bit, putting on some of these classes and whatnot. People don't understand, but a lot of people do. So very appreciative of all that Firewall and Sabrina are doing to bring these classes to people. And I know a lot of people are in locations where she's not necessarily getting to, and man, she's not even charging for this. So, you know, if people want to donate, there's that, but she's not charging for this, and they're making it happen. It's pretty wild. I've never seen somebody do something quite like this. It's amazing. So much love to the Synergy community, Sabrina Wallace and Firewall. That was awesome. Absolutely. And then I got to get her with Biscuits and do a show and chat about some things. Absolutely. But everybody that gets to go to the classes, you're going to love it. And you're going to meet a lot of really cool people. That's a guarantee. Ladies.
Booma.
Hello.
So I have a
Go ahead. Nope. This will be great.
Well, I just looked at the time and it's 8:11. I see 11 all over the place. Now, I've heard good things and bad things about the number 11, but it's just been a very reoccurring thing going on for me like the last, I don't know, 3 years. It's just very, yeah. So I didn't know if anybody else had those kind of, or if it doesn't mean anything, you know. So it's just a coincidence, but I see number 11 all the time.
You're saying just like just around you, and like when you look at the time, it'll be 7:11 or 8:11, or it's always an 11 in it.
Yeah.
Mine's 7:17. I
What is
see
it?
that. I just happened to look at the time at 7:17 all the time, and it's been like that for years. 1 year, every single expiration date that I got, every single one for like the whole, I mean, it wasn't even in July. It was like the whole entire summer, everything. And I wasn't looking at the dates. Everything I got was 7:17.
Right. And I've seen on YouTube now they're grifting the number 11. Oh, this is a special message from God if you're seeing 11. And, you know,
yeah.
And then, you know, another definition is like 11 is like a turbulent time in your life. I mean, and it's like, okay, it's been going on for a long time. When's the turbulence going to end? So, you know, it's just one of those weird quirks that I've been seeing for a long time. And, you know, so I'm not into, I mean, I used to be, but I just don't, you know the significance of numbers
Like
anymore.
Numerology and gematria and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I get 11:11 a lot, which a lot of people will say is angelic and stuff like that. If you tune into those channels that talk about like the Galactic Federation and all that stuff, they'll really twist all that stuff around like crazy, the new agey kind of thing.
Yep. That's why I'm just, you know, just checking it out with other people, because I used to assimilate to in the late 80s, man. That was what I was into. But the first time I ever meditated, I had a candle and I'm trying to get all, you know, in my zone, and something blew out the candle and it was a very eerie feeling. And so I didn't meditate like that anymore. Because, you know, part of the 12-step programs, they want you to meditate and stuff. And so it's just kind of a freaky thing. And I just don't want to dabble in if it's something that I'm letting something in, you know. But so, yeah, it's just been kind of weird. And I remember you guys were previously talking about the ascension symptoms and all this stuff. And I used to watch 5D or whatever, and it's but I don't believe in accession symptoms or whatever. It's just, I don't know what I believe half the time. So that's why I'm just checking it out.
And that's fair. And that's honest. That's the most important thing, just people just to be honest. But that's where I land on a lot of stuff. I tend to get back to my skeptical ways on a lot of things. The number thing, it is interesting. I don't know. We almost have like an internal clock. So sometimes I think that we just pay attention at certain times because we're kind of like in tune to it more than we realize, maybe consciously, subconsciously. But there might be some more meanings to it. I don't know what to think of it. It's just kind of like I'll have all kinds of dreams and people will interpret dreams and stuff like that. But I mean, sometimes I just like wake up. I was like, if there was anything to interpret with that dream, I don't care, and I just start to forget my dreams now. Like I don't give them as much weight as I used to, because I used to obsess about them and try to figure out what the heck was that all about.
Right.
And all that whatnot. So some things I don't give as much of my time to or as much thought to. But I hear you. It is interesting sometimes when you keep seeing the same numbers. When I played football, my favorite route to run, because I was a receiver, was when we called a play that was called 247. And so but just maybe because you're tuned into it more, for a long time after I was done even playing football, I saw 247 all the freaking time.
Wow.
So I don't know, maybe it's just you're thinking about it a little bit more and you're recognizing it. I have
It's like when you go to buy a car and you decide what car you want to get, then you start seeing them all over the road.
Right.
Yeah, I can be similar. But what I understand from gematria and things like that, it could be either way. Like each number, it could be more of a positive thing or it could have a negative thing behind it. Yeah, every single one. So
Right.
no, I don't think it's very healthy to obsess over anything at all, regardless.
Right.
Something you
Right.
do all the time. I don't think that's healthy for you, but
Becomes idol worship, kind of.
Right.
yeah, you just get so sidetracked, or
Yep.
you get to the. I mean, I did that for a little while too with the dreams, and I got a book and the whole thing, and I just wanted to understand what did the monkey in the corner mean in my dream, or whatever it was. So that butterfly, I mean, floating to my left, instead of my right. Like I just would get really. It wasn't healthy, and so I had to put the book away.
Right.
Kind of ignore it because I was making decisions too, and it was taking up my time. I could have been doing other things, and does it really matter that much?
Well, I used to dabble with tarot cards and dream interpretation and all that stuff, and it's just like, I don't know, I didn't get like too far into it, but I just got some like, no, I don't need to be doing this. So I kind of just put it, it wasn't my lane, I guess.
It almost kind of felt like when you binge watch like a horror show. Like one time I binge watched Dexter, that show Dexter.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
And all day long watching this, I mean, I just felt weird afterwards. It's like almost like
the dark passenger.
Say what?
It's called the dark. He calls it the dark passenger. So if you haven't watched Dexter, it's kind of a twisted thing. There's also scenes where he's like finding, I think he was found bloody in an evergreen container. That's his history. And so all that stuff was coming out around that time about human trafficking and the usage of these containers to move bodies and children and people on the ships and stuff like that. And so they put that symbology into the movie. But he's a serial killer, but he has a code. And he has a code to kill bad people, basically. So he gets off on like being able to do it, but he's like starts out as a blood splatter analysis guy working like in like law enforcement, and he understands splatter because he's a freaking serial killer, and he understands how the blood moves when he stabs people and all this kind of stuff. But he has a very specific technique where he like makes them pass out, and he saran wraps them, and then shows them why he's doing it, so that they understand like they're evil and whatnot, and then he like kills them. And then there's all kinds of twists and turns and things that happen. I've watched it all the way through the more recent series, and it's I don't know. It's one of those that does make you. I also read the book when it first came out, and this was before I was awake and when I was still struggling with my spirituality and all this kind of stuff. Some people will find it very dark, and I'm not recommending it. It'll make you feel very. It's like an uncomfortable feeling because in some ways you're rooting for him at times. Because when he's doing it the right way, in the sense that he's like a vigilante almost, because he's taking out bad people, but he's also murdering people,
right?
And he loves it.
Like, and you really feel it, and I think that was kind of the point of the show.
It was, yeah, they put you in a moral dilemma because you know that you shouldn't like a serial killer. But this is like almost a good serial killer. Now he does mess up,
like
and bad things happen.
Like almost like a superhero without the cape. Like
but in a sick way, because it's really sick how he does it. You know, he stalks them, and then he grabs the memorabilia so he can show them the victims that they've taken and the things that they've done wrong. It's twisted, and then it's like how high he gets, like off of killing them and whatnot. He has to keep doing.
It's not like he's catching something and just dropping off a cliff.
Sorry,
no.
Let's let Ash talk. She keeps trying to say something.
Oh, it's okay. It's no big deal. I was just going to say, wasn't it his dad who originally taught him how to take it out because he noticed how he was killing animals at first and sort of trained him up to do that?
And it's not even really his biological father. I'm not sure what the story was.
Stepfather or something.
Yeah, it was like a stepfather that was like a sheriff or something that raised him.
He's the one that found him in the container.
Yes.
Him and his brother. And they separated him, and he took him home and raised him as, like, just adopted him, basically. And when he started noticing that he had these tendencies, because he's a police, he saw it in him, he was teaching him, basically, if you're going to do this, go after bad guys.
Yes.
And be careful.
So you said you did see the new show?
Yeah.
To normalize, that's what I think too.
Sympathizing with a murderer in the name of justice.
Desensitizing. They're so sick. Oh.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of these guys like Dahmer and all of these serial killers and whatnot, and when they're even like caught and you know that they're evil and whatnot, they have fans. Like women send them like dirty things and like they get all turned on by like murderers and stuff like that. It's like a real thing. This is like one of those things where like more, I don't know, maybe you'd say who's normal anymore, but like in this kind of case, it's like, how could you ever like a serial killer? Well, this is a show that takes that idea and tries to present it in a way where like you might kind of be like, I can see why someone might like this guy because he's taking out really bad people, but he's also really twisted and sick in his fucking head.
You might be a redneck if you like.
Right. But then there's other shows like I don't know I think they took it off air, but Drew Barrymore had one where it was like called the Santa Clarita Diet. And that's where she it was almost like a zombie kind of a thing, but she just had like, I don't remember what happened to her, if she got bit or what happened.
Yeah.
Did she get bit?
Yeah.
And then she has a craving for human flesh.
Yep. And her husband would help her get bodies and stuff, and that
he ate something. It was something that they ate. It was that way too. It was like they went to this restaurant and it was like she had clams or some kind of seafood or something like that and ate it, and then it like she threw it up, and then it became like it's like grew legs and it looked like kind of like a spider.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Like a meatball.
They made it into a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she's like got this craving to eat these things, and then like her husband loves her, and so like he's disturbed by it at first, but then he's like, but I love her, so I got to help her like feed this urge. And I think that they like, I don't remember if she tries to like eat like just blood from like a store or whatnot, and then can't. It's not the same. She has to have human blood and flesh. So they have to find certain people for her to eat. It's like they are trying to desensitize us to this shit.
Right.
He'd kill somebody and put him in the freezer, and then like take the fingers off, and like she'd put it in like as carrot sticks almost, like she was
Oh my
like
God. Oh my God.
Chris
It was
in the
Chris.
house, 6-7 podcast. We were talking about I haven't watched it yet, brother, but your show with Topher, the land healing. What's up, man? What's happening? I gotta check that out and see what you guys are doing there in Ohio. I think that's where you were doing it. But I hope you're doing well, brother. I got to get you back on the show. You're about as busy as it gets. Hopefully it's starting to chill out a little bit, but I don't think so, because I think you're going to be going to one of Sabrina's classes. So you probably got a lot of work for there. And then everybody keeps asking, Chris, when you putting out your documentary? You guys are going to it's going to blow your minds. It's going to change the game, but yes. You got to get on, man. You got to come back on and update us on what you've been up to and about this documentary, man. When you're ready to launch that thing, man, you better be telling me, because everybody wants to know. Oh, man, you just got out of another interview. Look at you. You're doing the circuit.
Yeah.
I like the long one.
Doesn't know who Chris of the 6-7 podcast is, you need to go onto the channel and search that. And watch some of the shows that I've done with him and Sabrina. And man, we've had some good ones. The last one we did where we was like a jam session, just threw it together, and it turned out to be really awesome. Just kind of like that Heartfire song. Looking forward to that being put together. But it's a documentary on what's going on with what we call it, the biodigital convergence, human augmentation, all of this invasion of our body area networks. Everything, and he's professional as it gets. Okay, the documentary is almost done. Volume 1 is done. Finishing Volume 2, and they'll both be released simultaneously. Oh my gosh! And isn't Volume 1 like 2.5? Is it like 2 hours? A little under 2 hours? Wow, bro! So you've been putting in the work.
We do like a watch.
I got to watch the first 30 minutes before it's been fully edited and all the stuff done with it, and it just blew my damn mind.
Right.
Is it on Chris's YouTube channel?
It's not out yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has not released it yet. I got a sneak peek, but he did show the first version, I think, at one of the was it at the Elementals, one of the conferences that they were at. He did the live showing. Volume 1 is 1 hour and 20 minutes, and Volume 2 is around the same time. But it's phenomenal work. It's high grade, and it's going to reach people in ways that many of us couldn't. Yes, I got a sneaky link.
Yay.
I can't wait, man. Yeah, people keep asking, so there you go. And then when people talk about it, it's just coming soon. Is that what I got to keep saying? Because everybody's sick of the soon.
Yeah.
It's a biopsy of a psyop. See.
See.
A biopsy.
See.
Yes.
Biopsy of a psyop. He's a very creative guy in a lot of ways, and his editing skills. Yeah, professional grade. It's professional grade. Yeah, man, help you build up the hype on my end. What I can do. I think you got a huge presence on Instagram, and you got your friends that have like way bigger podcasts. But there's a lot of people that are pretty hyped up in the Booma community, bro. And so you gotta give me a little bit so that I can, when you're ready to start launching this thing, I want to blow up the hype too. Yes. Yeah, don't put out a date until you're ready to do it, because hitting those deadlines can be stressful. We don't need that. But when it does happen, man, when you start getting ready, and if you have any promo videos or whatever that you want me to play, I can play them on the channel, put them out on my stuff, and we'll spread this far and wide as much as we possibly can. Because when people that have been following Sabrina Wallace's work and a lot of the information that we get into, some of the discussions that I've had with all kinds of people on these panels, Charlie is really knowledgeable about some of this stuff, various things that we've discussed, Chris coming on, your mind's gonna be blown, and it'll be the closest thing I think that you'll get to be able to hand something to a family member or a friend that just will not pay attention to any of this stuff, because of the creativity, the beauty that he's put into the work that he's done into it. I really think it's going to be another vector to reach certain people that no one else of us can yet. But it'll also drive people more, I think, to Sabrina's work, because then they'll understand things maybe that they weren't quite grasping. And it'll just, and it's like I said, the creativity. That's why I like playing with some of these new things to a certain degree, to have a little bit of fun and draw more people in, because I think that sometimes it'll take that, because that's what we're up against. So when I first started to come around in my faith in Christ and that kind of stuff, I was always like, man, they don't have anything that could compete with Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. Getting a little bit of feedback on somebody's end. But anyways, then they came out with like PureFlix, and then immediately PureFlix got taken over by like something, because they started putting all kinds of new age stuff. But when I started thinking about people that are creative being able to create and compete with some of the stuff that's out there, we have to get creative to reach some of the people that we want to talk about this stuff with. That's been my take for a long time about a lot of things, whether it's faith, the reasons for life, the purposes of living, what's really going on in the world. Everybody's talking about deep state and all that, new world order, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, the sensationalism is out there, and they've painted it in such a way where everybody that talks about it's a conspiracy theorist. But we got to have creative ways to have these discussions and show like we're just freaking normal people. That's why I love this. I'm not going around chasing big names or people that have big podcasts or trying to get on their shows. I'm not about that, man. I'm about real people, because real people are who is affected by all this stuff in our own ways, in our own locations, and to our own degrees, with having kids, grandkids, and all the various things that we're up against when we're dealing with this stuff coming in that's going to have a very massive effect in a rapid amount of time on the entire world population. There isn't a place you can go to get away from it. We've got to face it. And if we don't, then the children of the future are going to face it, and it ain't going to be good if they're not prepared. And we got to try to prepare them as much as possible. I think Chris's documentary is one of those ways, and obviously that's why I share a lot of Sabrina stuff and trying to get this information out there, and then getting Charlie and some of these people on that are really been grasping it for a while in their own ways. And Dawn on the Facebook was sharing stuff before she came across Sabrina. And then there's some other in the Synergist community that do amazing work, pushing you to Dr. Becker's work and the various things that have been out there for a while. You start getting more informed on this kind of stuff, and then you can have better discussions with people. And a lot of people are talking about data centers and AI and all that kind of stuff right now. Capitalize on the ability to talk to it, but then tell them what's really going on with some of this military grade technology. Yes, and no fear. We're not scared. We're not pushing black pills. We're trying to just have a realistic conversation, because there's too much fake hopium out there. The fake hope, as I call hopium, that's being pushed by people that are just talking out of their asses. Ascension symptoms, when people are feeling like, I don't feel real good. Oh, it's just ascension symptoms. You're going to 5D. You're going to the 5D earth. Shut the fuck up. You have no proof that's happening. It's all in your fucking head. And it's something that sounds nice to people, so it gets them to follow your freaking channel and then sell your products and crap to them. Let's be realistic about what's been going on, because Sabrina lays it out pretty freaking clearly as far as the timeline and the various things that have been put out there in the literature and the white papers, all that stuff. So there's my little soapbox. And I wanted to, again, tell everybody to be excited. And when it's time to hype that 6-7 documentary, The Biopsy of a Psyop, then we're going to launch that thing, and it's going to be awesome. I hope you're ready, Chris, because you're going to not only get a lot of attention, a lot of people are going to be wanting to know more, but you're going to get attacked. Welcome to we're ready, man. I'm ready. I've got pinata farms loaded, whatever I've got to do, bro. I got you. I've been fighting these fuckers for a while now. I've toned it back a little bit, but I'm ready for another round whenever they're ready, whenever it has to go. We'll kick some ass and knock them around while you're out there spreading the good word, brother.
Help. Love the pin farms. Those are hilarious.
It's just fun, right? Like, it's like, I'm not getting carried away. Like, I mean, sometimes I get a little carried away. Don't get me wrong, but like pinata farms, man, there's been some people that I've really gone up against that have really had a problem with pinata farms, and it's like, it's pinata farms. Like, well, it doesn't have been a very good point, but I've had people make pinata farms of me, and I've had 2 that are semi good. The rest is garbage. I look forward to somebody like actually being creative enough to create something to try to clown me, because I think it's fun. And I've even made some that make me look like fat and stupid and all that kind of stuff. I just think it's funny. But to clown somebody and really call them out, and then point to things where they are stupid and dumb, and they have the documentation to back it up. That's what I'm all about. Because a lot of them are pushing the false narratives that cannot be proven one single bit. That's what I gotta say about that.
Well,
Right.
They're the
Here,
ones that
here.
right? They're the ones that are promoted. They're the ones that are out there. So as people are trying to learn and find their way through all of this minutia, they're stumbling across all of these different grifters, right? Just to try to find the truth. So, you know, I don't know about others, but that's kind of the path that I took before I found this community. It took me a long time to get here.
And it's hard. It's hard not to, because people want to follow the numbers. They think that if a lot of people are paying attention to somebody, then they must be telling the truth, right? Because
that just comes up in your feed, whether you're following them or not, right? It's just thrown in your face. So, you know, that's where you have to really dig to find, you know, the real truth with any kind of real research or documentation behind it, and where the source of the documents comes. That's why I love Sabrina's work. You know, you can go read it yourself.
Right, and you will never see us show up on the homepage. So when when Diane's talking about, I got your name right?
Yeah.
Cool. When she's talking about this kind of stuff, I don't know who this guy is. I'm not trying to be an asshole to anybody some of these guys I don't know. I only try to talk about people. But if you're shown on the Rumble homepage and you're featured like this, I got questions. You're usually plugged into the system, because they only pumping, especially on Rumble. They only pumping who they want to pump. I can't stand Nick Fuentes, and I've only watched a little bit of him. But here you go, X22. You could watch this video here, I guess 4 days ago, and then go back 5 freaking years, and it'll sound the exact same. Same intro, same, hi, welcome, this is Dave of X22 Report. Same fucking, it's like he's a robot, and it'll be the same shit. The black hat's about ready to be exposed. Trump is about ready to take out blah, blah, the deep state. Deep state got played. This is not just another 4-year election. Q stuff. And then amazingly, Dustin Nemos, I mean, I guess not shockingly, is on the homepage now. That's very strange. He must have connections. This is just my watch thing, so we're not on the freaking homepage. But anybody that's being featured up here, I would question. And they push these algorithms. If I was watching a video that Sabrina shared on her Facebook, and it's like, trade your phone with a liberal family member for 15 minutes and scroll through their feeds. You will see everything that they believe, everything that they're spouting about shown to them in their feeds. You go to our feeds and it'll be the kind of stuff that we're more into. They do it on purpose, but they also try to give you people that are like kind of in your area, but they're still their controlled opposition motherfuckers. Drives me crazy.
Have you guys heard that Nino is in the hospital?
Yeah, AFib or something like that. He's having heart issues.
Yeah.
He's saying that maybe it's stress, but and I don't wish, I'm not evil. I don't wish bad on him. I wish that maybe this is God trying to get his attention. He says it's stress. The guy's making so much money. They just did their fraud summit or whatever in Las Vegas. Tina Peters there, Juan O'Savin there, Jim Caviezel, all these guys. But when you're carrying around lies nonstop, that is a burden that is super stressful, because you got to keep your shit together. And Nino tries to play on the conspiracy thing where he tries to have guests on that have differing views. So he tries to do that. But in his heart of hearts, whatever that is for a guy that's a complete lying asshole, there's qualities I loved about Nino before I realized how much of a scumbag he was. And I don't wish him, I hope he comes out of it, but I hope he learns a lesson. When you're carrying around lies in your life, because I experienced this when I was in addiction, when I was telling people everything was fine, I don't have a problem, I was lying to myself too. You have to lie to yourself. It's stressful. So whatever he's going through, if it is stress related, yeah, it's going to catch up to you, bro. It's going to have issues with your brain and your heart and all that kind of stuff, because it's hard carrying around lies nonstop and knowing that you're lying to people.
Well, he's going to turn around. I just saw a new one pop up where he said he was getting released and he was going right back to work. And his first thing he was going to do is interview 107.
Yeah, he doesn't have control of his life. He really doesn't. Most of these people don't.
That's the stressful thing, I think, is that he's so controlled and he can't get out now. He can't.
Right.
There's just no way you can go back. He's too far in.
That's what happens when you agree to have the ability to stay on YouTube when everybody else got kicked off, grow an audience. Is almost 500,000 followers, even though he doesn't necessarily get those kinds of views. It's just how it happens on YouTube, especially. It drives me nuts how it works when you get a lot of subscribers, but you only have a minimal amount of views. But it's the same thing with large accounts. However, Nino does a lot of sensational conspiracy theory stuff when he went viral talking about how the white hats and the military were taking out all the pedo rings. Never happened. It's not real. It's built on a lie. His whole platform, becoming a podcaster, is built on a lie. And then he's got 107, a big old con artist fraud that is basically in control of him. But Nino wanted to be rich, famous, and have the money. I'm not saying he's super rich, but he's made millions. No problem. Made millions on freaking just Melaleuca alone, but that doesn't even count for Nino's Corner and all the stuff that he pumps, and then he still asks for donations on his Venmo. It's ridiculous how much money these people push. And it's said that there was a hot mic where Juan didn't know they were live and was saying, I don't want this to ever end. We're making millions. And Nino's like, Juanito, we're live. And some people were actually present at that, but there is no recording because Nino's got a full team to be able to take care of that in seconds. But either way, it catches up to you. And at first I thought maybe he went back to drinking. But it don't matter. If you're a person that has dealt with, especially like he has admitted, alcoholism, like I have, or drug addiction, those kinds of things, but you continue to lie, you're one moment away from slipping up and doing the wrong thing. Because if you can't even be truthful to yourself, which you can't when you're lying to everybody else, you're not really in recovery. What I found a freedom in recovery, because I finally realized, like, wow, I don't have to hide this anymore. I can actually just be honest, even though some of it's embarrassing, some of it's sad, some of it breaks people's hearts. But now I can live a life of sobriety and tell the truth to the best of my ability. I've made mistakes. I've gotten involved with people that I wish I wouldn't have, but it's just a lesson to learn, because we've all fallen for things. It can't, every time you turn around, you realize somebody else is a fraud that you thought you maybe could trust. But Nino's carrying around nonstop gimmicky conspiracy theory bullshit and the 107 Q save the world plan. And it's all a fucking con that's going to come to an end at some point. And I'm sure some of that stress has to be weighing on him, because he's only got so many years before Trump's gone. And then they got to try to spin it as if Trump was just a cog in the wheel. And now they've got the military, somebody else taking over, which could be a Democrat. And then they got to sell, even harder once again, just like they did during Biden. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't wish him any harm, though. But I wish that whatever's happening to him might be God being like, bro, be done with it. Confess. Repent.
Well, God's in control of everything. So everything.
I really like Nino before I really woke up.
Yeah, me too.
He's got a great personality. He's a funny guy, loud personality. Like him sober, obviously. But when you fucking signed up for being rich and being controlled, he doesn't have control of his life anymore. And that's got to be very stressful.
But he doesn't research. He's not smart. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that I noticed that he just used everybody else's research and interviewed people. That's all he was doing. He's just being a podcaster. He wasn't digging in and trying to figure out where he could save the children.
I'm not sure what you mean, but no, they're not obvious. That's the problem. Well, I went to the Rumble homepage right now, and there's thousands of people watching these people still. That's the problem. That's why I call them out. There's not enough people calling them out. I'm going to continue to call them out, but I'm also doing this stuff. I'm having community building, and we're having discussions about whatever comes up. But a lot of us fell for these guys. So the discussion's still there, and we're still trying to heal from coming out of these things, and then trying to find ways that we can relate to when we were caught up in it, so that we can share it with other people, so that we can warn them. Because I can't believe people still fall for Phil Godlewski,
Right.
however you say his last name. How do you still fall for that guy?
Well,
How do you still
only
believe
becomes
any of these
obvious.
guys?
It only becomes obvious though once you know the truth. Then you're like, oh yeah, it's so obvious now because you have a leg up, you know. But when you don't know and you're searching for answers, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
You know. So it's really easy for me to even say to my, I can't believe that I fell for that. It's really
like
easy.
being
for
in-
me to say
It's like
that.
being
And you
in
don't-
another. It's like being in another narcissistic relationship. You don't know it when you're in it, until you get
Right.
out of it, and then you can really see it clearly. I'm like, oh my God, there I am, there I am, there I am. That happened. That they flipping all know it. They know. Somebody, I was thinking, did they all go to school for this? I mean, there's terms for different things. You know, were
Yeah.
they all get trained at the same place? Because I was just seeing it everywhere then, and it was so clear to me.
Well,
Well, and some
that's
people-
what they do when you see them do these, like the Reawaken tour really set this in motion with like the Flynn stuff. And it's like, you know, a 3-star general showing up at a freaking rally. You think, you know, you can trust a military man that served 33 years, oddly enough. You can trust them, but then like you get connected into that network and they all go on each other's shows and parrot each other's messages, but they're all probably getting emails. They come from people like 107 and Flynn. Here's the message. There was even some guys that were admitting they went to one of those things. And these guys are still in the thing. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they get in trouble for this kind of stuff or if they just moved to a different section of the deal. I can't remember the name. They're always in RVs. They truth something. Whatever it is. But anyways, they said that they were at one of those things and 107 was telling them what they should talk about. And they got to stop talking about this and what they should talk. They handle them. That's called handling. When you're controlling somebody else's podcast and message so that you can be in their network, so that they'll boost you, so that they'll work with their partners at Rumble, so that they'll put you on the front pages. Alpha Warrior, if anybody knows about him, he had his own show. He has been upgraded. He got a promotion. He's on Badlands Media now. Badlands Media, built off of John Harold's devolution theory, a completely stupid, debunked, and he was not a military guy. He has no military people telling him this, except for maybe the con artists that are just trying to make money because they didn't get enough pension money out of the military or whatever it is. But the Badlands Media is a whole huge media thing that blew up on one guy's stupid theory that he created during COVID about continuity of government that is not real, and it's been debunked. I've been over this kind of stuff. And yet this whole Badlands Media gets put on the front page whenever they go live. And now Alpha Warrior is a part of that media network, and it's all Q, save the plan, or trust the plan kind of a stuff. Now, not all of them push it like that, but they're all part of that same kind of a network, still pushing the hopium bullshit where the military is in control, been in control ever since Trump came down the golden escalator. And all you're seeing is continuity of government where the military is in control behind the scenes, and they're waking up the world, and they're battling the deep state, and they're taking them down behind the scenes, and then they're going to reveal it to the world.
Are they still decoding Q drops?
Some of them, yeah, some of them are still will say deltas are coming true. This is
10-year
happening.
deltas?
Fucking crazy.
Like, how long are they going to count deltas? How many years before they stop doing that?
They'll never stop as long as people still listen, and people just want to hear good things.
Well, you know that
things.
Isn't the Nassar and Jassara thing back from like the 70s or something? They've been using that.
They've brought this stuff back. Yeah. So a lot of this stuff, the Dinar stuff that I just exposed in that music video. Well, I exposed how Ariel's been wrong about it and said it's coming and say it's happening now, and it never does. That was a scam that started like in the 90s. Nassara started late 80s, early 90s. The Dove of Oneness really took that idea and blew it up. And even the guy that created the documentation to try to bring forward with Congress, Congress never even took it seriously. They never put it into implementation. It was just a thing that he thought would be a great idea. No one ever allowed him to bring it forward. And she took it forward and say that there was a secret military operation, that at that time, Bill Clinton was the hero and Bush Jr. was the villain. Now, fast forward to the more current times when Trump comes in and Trump's the hero and Clinton was a controlled opposition, a bad person, obviously, with the Hillary stuff, Pizzagate and all that stuff that got pushed. But now then Bill Clinton and all the Democrats are the bad guys and Trump is the savior of the universe. They just flip-flop who's in control, what's happening. But that was connected to the Galactic Federation. And the Galactic Federation was taking out the bad guys in Iraq and all this stuff back when Saddam Hussein was in power. All those kinds of things was happening even back then. And they just regurgitate it and people keep falling for it. And that's why I don't have a lot of mercy for a lot of these assholes that are pushing this stuff. Because once you start to realize it and just think logically, which is something that was in the Q drops a lot, think logically. Once you start looking into it, it's really not that hard to debunk. And that's what blew me away. Once I started to debunk this shit, I couldn't believe how easy it was. But people do not want to listen. I got death threats. I got attacked all the time. I have calmed down how often I talk about it or even do it. Because people are just like, you gotta stop. We gotta all come together. No, you can't come together with traitors. These people are traitors. They are the Mockingbird alternative media, just as bad as the mainstream media that covered up for Epstein and all the shit that was going on for many years. They're no different. They're the new layer of protection for pedophiles.
Lies are lies are lies. You can't come together on a bunch of lies.
Thank you. Right. Come together and stand on the truth, not lies. Lies they'll crumble right under your feet. The only thing keeping a lie up is the truth, the layer of truth underneath it. But that truth is also mixed with lies, so it's not stable ground either. They're never going to tell you the full truth. Everything is always, and this is the narcissist thing, it's always half truth. So their goal is to keep you off balance, to circle back to them for reality. It's the only way it works.
Everybody's on at a different point on their own path of learning, and sometimes it takes them a lot longer to get to the truth that they're looking for.
Right. Just I think it was Valerie. I don't know, it was Valerie or somebody was saying it's like a bad relationship. It really is. It really is just like that. And you got to come to it. Some things on your own.
Everybody's got an opinion on how it should be handled. Some people just say, don't give them so much attention. Don't waste your energy, all that shit. I'm like, there has to be opposition to them to at least expose. There's got to be people out there. I don't agree with Sir Escanor on a lot of things, but he at least exposes the bullshit. And I appreciate people like that because there's not enough out there doing it. And I don't care if you don't like my techniques or how I do it sometimes. I don't give a fuck. And I've always said that. I don't give a fuck, JK's saying. I was saying that for him. I just don't have that awesome accent to say it awesome in the way that he does. But I don't give a fuck if you don't like how I approach things. I'm still going to do these shows. People met me in person in Verona. I'm pretty laid back, pretty chill person. But I have a fire inside of me after being inside of one of these fucking cults for 3 years. And I lost a lot of friends that came out of that cult. And I thought we were going to stay together and like connect. But I started exposing more of these assholes, like the fake QAnon shit and all that kind of stuff. And I lost all those friends. And so that didn't stop me. Even losing those friends because I was now attacking their people. Like, I don't care. And I watched a video that Sabrina shared on her Facebook not that long ago. And it was a woman that she had like some tattoos on her face. She looked kind of rough, but she was like a real person kind of a thing. And I fucking just jived with her energy. But she was just saying, if you're not the person that you are in real life online, then you're just fake like everybody else. And that's what I am on here to my imperfections and everything. You're not going to like everything on this channel. If you just like the Sabrina Wallace stuff, like so why I share Sabrina Wallace stuff. If you like some of the other stuff, you like biscuits, if you like whatever. But I'm going to just be myself. And mostly I'm laid back. But when it comes to talking about some of this stuff, I got fire inside of me that it'll never go out because it makes me sick that grandmas are losing their retirements and being taken advantage of. That the middle class is being good Christian people that mean well are being taken advantage of because of the gullibility that they have, and that not enough people are like exposing the truth about some of these scumbags. That makes me sad. So, and then the fact that it was all about save the children and exposing pedophilia and all that kind of shit. Now, where's that? Nowhere. That doesn't piss anybody off. It doesn't. I don't get it. So whatever. And then go ahead, Valerie.
I think a lot of people need to work on their pride. You know, I think there's a big pride issue in the country, in the world. Nobody wants to swallow their pride and admit they're wrong, or they can learn something new, that they don't know everything, but everybody seems to know everything. You know, I don't know.
And that's part of the algorithms, and I think the neural nudging, as Sabrina will talk about and stuff too, because people feel like they're being told, they're learning the truth because they're being, I don't know, like rewarded with the dopamine hits that they get with reading certain things and learning about something in a way that might be slanted, 99 truth, 1% lie for the poison. It's empowering, and it's tough to get people to disconnect from that, or they have invested. This is what was hard for, like, when we were coming out of the cult and we were doing panels and exposing what it was like. It was FOMO. It was a fear of missing out. You thought, what if I'm wrong? Because you invested 3 years, like what I did. Some people invested a little bit less. Some people invested some more. I spent 3 years inside of that thing, and I felt like there was good people still. I feel like there's still good people in there, but whatever. I don't know how they can trust that guy anymore. And take the abuse that he unleashes on people at times in those meetings. Anyways, you feel like a fear of missing out. And then he had us scared that we were going to, like, that people were dying and being murdered because of the connection to him, or that the alliance was out there protecting us. It's fucked up. I'll always attack those motherfuckers. Sorry for anybody that doesn't agree with that way, but that's just the way I am. So I was always like that. Like, I was a quiet guy. I don't raise my hand. I don't want to talk in class. I don't read in front of people. I get nervous and that kind of stuff. But when I saw people getting bullied or injustice or whatnot, I could not speak up. I didn't do it every time. I'm not saying I'm a white knight guy, like, or just stepping up for all the bad. But I didn't like it, or it was like, even if I was not wanting to say something, I was saying something. So I don't like it, man.
Yeah, that's how I was too. I got sick of it. I got sick of being bullied myself and watching other people. And eventually one day after I got my ass kicked a couple of times too, that helped, because I used to be really afraid of fighting and stuff when I was in like elementary, junior high, and then got in a situation where I was getting my ass kicked a lot, and realized, oh, I guess I can handle a punch or get my hair pulled or slapped or whatever. And I just said, screw it. I can't, even to this day, I can't even see somebody harming an animal or anything. Also, I'll pull my car over and say something. I've done it before. Embarrassed the crap out of my daughter. I was like, roll down the window, or I'm getting out of the car. She knew I wasn't playing, so she rolled down her window. The lady was hitting her dog. I said, I drive by here all the time. I'm watching for you. Don't ever do that again. Touch that dog one more time, I see it. I'm doing whatever you did to that dog to you. So I get it.
And people ask, well, how we got to this point. It's because people don't say anything. It's because people just want to get along. United, not divided. When guys like me and then Mike Gill came in, and I appreciated that he was calling some of these assholes out, so I love that. But when we really went to war with some of these people, it was all united, not divided. We got to be united, not divided. No, motherfuckers, you guys are dividing. You were the extremists on the conservative side, dividing us from liberal people. And like Bongino, just always attacking liberals, how retarded and stupid they are. And then Bongino looking like a fucking idiot, going in there, not helping to solve a damn thing when it comes to Epstein. And in some ways helping cover it up and say that Epstein did commit suicide and all this shit that he would never have said before he went in there. He just became a little puppet bitch. And that's the bullshit that we got, and so here we are. And if people don't say something, if you just don't think about it, like Sabrina's done it, like let's pray the Wi-Fi away. Let's just pray that these people become good people. Let's just not give them attention. No, they're out there. They're fucking scamming people. I'm gonna fucking give them a fucking attention, and they ain't gonna give me time of day most of the time. But if this keeps growing to some degree, damn, bro, they're gonna get called out even bigger, and then they're gonna wish that they fucking did it while I was still small. But I don't really want to get big. That's the thing. I don't want to fucking get big. We were talking about it before we came on. I love the small sandbox. I don't want to be in front of thousands of people. I don't want that. But I want this shit to like be called out on a higher level. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I think they shut you down at that point. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out. GG Code. Find out. All right, ladies. Go ahead. We're almost 3 hours in. I've kind of gone on some rants here. I'm going to try to chill out. You guys can talk about whatever while we think about closing out here in the next 20, 30 minutes, maybe.
I'm actually going to say goodbye now because I'm on the East Coast and
yeah,
I get up early in the morning. But I'm glad I finally got brave enough to come on here with you, Booma. I've been talking about it in the chat for a while, talking with Heather. I think Heather kind of joining the women's group and kind of gave me that little, I don't know, little lift to get on here. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. So nice.
A little nudge.
Yeah, I was just going to say I nudged you in the good way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's the thing about these groups. I think you start getting like socially lubricated a little bit more and like start feeling like you have a voice. And when you find that voice in some of the groups that are like, not recorded, not live or whatever, you get a little confidence. And then this is still a small sandbox, just real people hanging out. I mean, talking about some real important stuff, but that's the way it is. But it's just kind of fun, Get more used to it. But it was nice meeting you, Diane.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks meeting you, Diane.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a great
Good
night. We'll see you in the chat. I'm
Ash,
actually going
I don't want to call anybody out or whatever. I just want to give you an opportunity to say anything if you wanted to say anything.
Well, what do y'all do to kind of decompress or hobbies or whatever to kind of ground yourself from all this mess?
I'll let you ladies talk. I've been talking a lot.
Laughter and support groups, sound baths, dancing, singing, listening to music that just makes you kind of high low on your own. Or when I harmonize to songs, a lot of times I will pie low, especially if it's my favorite song. Spend time with family that you can when you can. I know sometimes that's difficult because we can't always talk to people the way that we want to, but they still are people that we care about and love. Saying gratitude to God for being alive and having the experiences. Pray. Those kind of things. And then I do things that I enjoy. Try and find things that I enjoy doing, even if nobody will do it with me. Still do it. Be my authentic self.
You do any kind of arts and crafts?
I do, yeah. Whatever. I mean, I like to write and paint and color in coloring books even sometimes. It just, whatever kind of strikes me. I'm busy a lot with my daughter and my mom and, stuff like that. So I don't always get to do everything that I want. So usually my go-to is like music and singing. But I can do that whenever. And sound baths.
Those are awesome.
Just whatever I feel like. If I feel like screaming at the time, I try and make space for that. I might not be able to do it exactly where I am in that moment, but I'll try and, yeah.
Yeah. We are winding down, but yeah, some people are saying gardening. We've actually been, at least here in central Missouri, getting, I mean, some of it's thunderstorms, but we're actually getting some rain. So it's like actually been a better year so far with like the grass and the gardening. So hopefully everybody's getting some crops. Maybe they're giving us this to calm us down because they know that the temperature is rising on some people's patience.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie, Dawn, what do you guys do to decompress?
Well, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, and I just been doing some somatic therapy, breathing techniques. That seems to help with my nervous system, and just the storm's calm here, so it's been a good few days, and I'm just, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. I just but it's like the brain fog and just, just stress. So I'm trying to just stay in my lane and get centered, just getting right with my creator, a lot of prayer. And yeah, just taking a day at a time, sometimes an hour at a time, and but yeah, I got to get my light burning bright again. It's pretty dim for a while, so I'm working on it.
I think that's. I think you're in a good place, even though it's tough, because you're connected to this lady's group and the community, and being able to admit where you're at is important because that's where you grow from there.
Right.
So I think that's positive, good things, even though not knowing what the fuck's going on can be very, very challenging. But like you said, it gets cliche, like in addiction recovery, especially, but one day at a time, it really is the truth. Sometimes it's moment to moment. Sometimes it's hour to hour. Sometimes something pops up unexpected. You get a call, you get a text, whatever it is. And that kind of thing happens. But yeah, dealing with life on life's terms, sometimes it could be difficult, but that's what you got to do.
Right. But I've been piloerecting by myself. I'll just feel this thing, and I'll just start moving my arms, and it'll just like go through my upper body. And so I'm just really just trying to, just not wearing the weight of the world, because this isn't my home. And I'm so anti all the bullshit that's going on. It's, and some people call me paranoid, and I'm just like, well, maybe I am paranoid, but it's just knowing what little bit I do know. I mean, even though I was watching all the grifters back in the day, my whole day was filled. Oh, this person shows on, then this person show. I mean,
yes.
But I did learn a lot of information. I think in the beginning, there was a lot of deep dives and, opening my eyes to the reality, and just like it, that was a shell shock there. But just, and then coming out of falling from all the grifters myself, that was kind of a wake up. It's like, how could I be so gullible? But then knowing it's all a psyop for another form of division, yeah. So I just I just hope to God, whatever information I do allow in, I can usually now tell it's bull crap, Right. I have a lot more time on my hands. I have lots of time on my hands because I'm not on the TV, all the time.
I was doing the same thing. Like Patriot Street Fighter came on. Obviously, when Gene was doing a show, I'd be watching that. There'd be all kinds of these shows popping up of these people that I used to pay more attention to.
Right.
And it would fill your whole entire day. Or you would find a rerun of, I was watching freaking Carrie Cassidy. I was watching, some Juan interviews, even though I'd be like, this guy, man, never getting to a point ever in his conversation. But I was listening to them all, looking
Right.
at all their channels, Patriot Underground, listening to all these guys, and man,
I remember listening to Field McConnell for 4 hours a day. That's when I first learned about 107. Was Field McConnell, and it was just like
right.
he was really, and Field would drop these little nuggets throughout his podcast, and that's what I was waiting to hear, just those few code words, and then when he started holding JFK Jr.'s face, and it's like whenever Juan would come on and he'd hold up this little placard, and I'm just like, no way. I mean, and then he said his sister created the SEC, the Senior Executive Council, and she was lovers with Hillary Clinton, and it was just very intrigued. It's just, but I was just searching for truth. And
Right.
I thought, when I came into the Q movement, it's like, wow, this is, I fell for it. And I used to watch Patriot Soapbox. That was the first truther, so yeah.
And that thing was like 24/7, wasn't it?
Well, in the beginning, Pamphlet would only come on when Q would post at whatever
Right.
time of the hour, and I kept my fucking TV on all the time just in case.
Right?
And then-
Oh man, go ahead.
I know, it was just,
We're all waiting for the EBS. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Massive rats. They're gonna tell the world. They're gonna tell the world.
right.
Always
And-
thought thinking that shit.
I lapped it up, and I was just like, because I was ignorant, and I don't know, I was a sheep for 30 years. I raised my family, I worked, and I wasn't really a political person. It's just like, okay. So when all this information started coming, and I was like, wow, and the history going back for centuries, and the Rothschilds and the banking system, and the Rockefeller, the Freeman, all this stuff, it was all new to me. For Tom Hanks was my favorite fucking actor, for God's sakes. I really fell into that, and now I just try not to have anything to do with the entertainment. That's why I've quit listening to music for a long time, because and I'm very careful about what I ingest now. Even music videos, my daughter will be watching one, and it's like, no, I don't want to take that in, just trying to protect myself the best way I can. And that's what I ingest is what is going to be my food, So I like sitting looking at my cat, But yeah, it's, yeah, I just don't want to get fooled again. So very, very skeptical
Right.
a lot of times.
I hear you. Some of the people that get drawn to like stuff that I do or whatnot have been through a lot of the same stuff that you're just describing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my story too. I was so excited for the people to finally get it and to wake up and to realize Michelle Obama was a man, and the white hats are saving the world, and that we're about ready to go into like this beautiful new I don't know, 5D existence or whatever it was going to be, kind of a thing, whatever you bought into. I was into like spiritual
Right.
raw. I was watching Santa surfing. I was watching
Santa surfing. I remember.
someone else mentioned that.
Right.
What's her name? There was another lady that Gene was going on with. McAllister TV, Linda Paris.
Yep, Linda.
Those guys.
Yeah, I used to watch her.
I was sucked into all kinds of these people, and a lot of them, they just started pushing like MLMs and products, and Charlie Freak. Yep, Charlie Freak spread the first capitulation
Charlie
tour.
Freak.
Yep, he was the one that pushed the capitulation tour, and then Nick Alvear with Derek Johnson's Blueprint pushed it even harder with one of the biggest Psyop videos ever shared through the Truther movement, the greatest show on earth, or whatever that thing was called.
Right.
All that stuff that was pushed through. And it goes back to the Las Vegas shootings where Trump saved the prince's life, and the prince owed him everything. And he met with all the CEOs of the social media companies. And it was all these narratives and stuff like that that were being pushed out where they had control of everybody. Trump had gone on a capitulation tour, showed them all the Epstein evidence, and got them all to capitulate because he was going to expose it to the world if they didn't. And then there was the soccer ball with Putin handing it over to Trump, and he was handing him the, it's in your hands, Mr. President. And Trump was going to bring it home. And here we are.
Yeah.
Watching Trump fund the Ukraine war harder than Biden ever even did. He's helping bringing in more data centers than ever. $500 billion to his AI stuff when he first, the stuff that he did with Altman and Larry Ellison on his like second day in. Then they helped push Ozempic with RFK Jr., which is causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. I mean, it's just been great, guys. It's going great. Iran, and I don't like the leadership in Iran, but I don't like the leadership in basically any country. And that includes whoever is really in control of the United States. Maybe it does go up to the Swiss Bank Authority. I don't freaking know. But
Israel.
Oh, yeah. And I freaking always got into that stuff. I still like Phil Schneider. I don't know what to think. Seems like they took him out, and anybody that gets taken out makes me feel like they're a little bit more trustworthy in the sense that they didn't make tons of money and become like, you know, household name and whatnot. Yet his information's still out there. I don't know.
Right.
You got to question everything.
Right.
But Valerie, what do you got? What do you got?
Yeah, that's I relate with so much of what you said, Dawn. And the thing is I was questioning everything, and I questioned myself back around to square one, kind of I've learned a lot, but I've been waking up for a long time with just some of the things that have happened in my real life, you know, or in my life, but not that I have a fake one, but like with my husband and things I had gone through with him. But you know what it's put me back to Jesus. And I just want to know Jesus. I want to be close to him. I want to lay it down to him. I want him to tell me. I want to hear his voice. That's what I want right now. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. And that's kind of where a lot of my time is being spent, more and more reading and listening to the Bible and trying to hear his voice and what his will is for me. And that he would keep me strong in this time. And that the Holy Spirit would give me the words to say when I need to say them, when I don't know. Because I don't know.
Right. I think that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people out there that are grifters or that are pushing a lot of this stuff, they claim all this stuff. And that's what is even more frustrating, is that they do it in the name of Jesus Christ in a lot of ways. A lot of the false prophets. I mean, I've covered the Julie Greens, the Amanda Graces. I never got too deep into Robin Bullock, but he's been popping up. I think he was on Elijah Streams. Elijah Streams has been around since Kim Clement was still alive. All frauds, all Christian psyops, just like the mega churches and a lot of that crap that runs through the religious cults that have control over a lot of people's minds, the sheep of the world. Unfortunately, a lot of good people being taken advantage of and have been for a long time. So now it's here on the internet, and I would just want people to be aware of that, because it's just, I mean, I have a fire, like I said, about passion about exposing these people, but it's like at the same time, it's just like, it hurts. Fucking hurts coming out of this stuff. I was very emotional in a lot of my early videos. If some of you were here, I don't know if any of you were here for the earlier stuff when I was not public with who I was and showing myself, but I was crying a lot and I was dealing with a lot of emotions, because damn, it sucks, man. You just invested all this time and all this thought and all this hope. I was so hopeful for like med beds, because my pain, my body hurt, everything hurt. People were dying, people were hurting. Other people that I wanted to see get well, I was like visualizing, seeing people that had been like bedridden and not being able to hardly walk without pain, like being made whole and being made new, like back in the day when Christ was healing people. And now I look at it and I'm like, that's the worldly hope. That's that hopium. That's that Satan's trick to deceive and get you off path. And now I look forward to for my faith, Christ returning and these things being made done. But as we transition into our new kingdom bodies, earthly or not earthly, but heavenly bodies. See, I don't know. That's what I try to believe in. That's why when people try to say I'm a black pillar and all that kind of stuff, nah, man, I just don't want to believe in any of these lies of the world anymore.
Right. Well, I think it's great because whatever, I feel like I was led to your community, back in the day. And I don't know, it's like, it seems like we've all been forged through the same type of fire, if you will, and we're all coming together. Because there's, from my little knowledge, I don't know, there's not really any other communities out there like this, where real people get together. There's no agenda. There's no behind the scenes plan, yeah. So to me, this is very real and authentic, and a lot of good people here. We've all been fucked over somehow. And for me, it's brought in me back to a path to get back to my creator. And, and just having that trust and faith and not being consumed. Because I was really hoping they were all going to get arrested when Biden got inaugurated. I mean, they had fences up, and I'm like, arrest them, come on, And I just feel so like, I haven't always been the brightest bulb my whole life, but just, and I think Charlie told me, she goes, the trauma of being traumatized like that, the psychological warfare, and then, just hitting you in the face like it's all BS. I mean, that is traumatizing, and so it's, but at least I'm not the only one.
You're not. You're not the only one.
The evil forces, they just want to single you out like you're the only one, and to just really crush you, but not today. Yeah.
Not today. I love it.
Not today, Satan.
There you go. Ash, did you want to say anything before we close out?
Nah.
Well, it was great having you come on, though. It's a big first step to hanging out and just chilling and chatting about whatever. So thank you for joining us.
Appreciate the invitation. Great community.
Absolutely.
Love listening to everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Heather, would you like to close us out? Bring us home, whatever you want to say.
Oh, I just want to tell everybody thank you. I always enjoy this. It's like it feels a lot like the ladies groups. That's what we do in the ladies groups, just kind of hang out and talk about whatever and learn from each other. And I just really appreciate you all being a part of it and showing up. I want to do more of these too and build this community stronger and bigger if we can, but Dorian, what you're doing, I think, from the beginning was really important. And it drew people into this community. And like Don was saying, we've all kind of been through similar things and been fooled and deceived. And it's just really great to have a community of people that we can just be our authentic selves and just talk and not worry about feeling stupid or anything like that. We're all just trying to figure it out, being open-minded. You're all my friends and family, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
It's funny you say that. There was someone else that had said that to me too, in the ladies group. I'm very sorry to whoever that was that said that to me, and I can't remember at the moment.
That was what, 3 hours ago?
No, it was like 3 months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, no wonder.
We appreciate you too.
Yeah, and someone's Anne's asking, how do you get in the ladies group? You basically got to join Telegram. That's where a lot of the Booma chat is. That's where the Synergy chat is, and that takes we got to know you and get to know you, and then you can get accepted over there, or you show up one of the classes and get someone there to join you in there once they get to know you. But Heather's on Telegram.
I am. I do have the private ladies group. And you can find me on Booma's channel, Telegram channel, or if you're on Synergy, and you can just reach out to me. You can DM me. You know,
come into the
we can
Booma
talk
chat.
about it.
You'll find like in my link trees and stuff like that, but you should be able to find me D Booma San on the Telegram. I'm kind of it's a cool spot with a lot of cool people in there, but I'm also a stepping stone to finding things like Heather's women's group, and then people get to know each other in there, and then you meet synergists that are in there, and then that would be your opportunity to get over into the Synergy Telegram, which is awesome. And has a lot of great information, a lot of great people over there, but they're not really bringing new people over until like August, unless they meet you like at the classes, get to know you and that kind of stuff. It's just, they got to be a little bit careful because of all the ridiculous that went down for a while. But oh yes, Ozark Trooper. And I still got Ozark Trooper's book down in the description. So
good
Ozark
to see
Troopers,
you.
that's right. Excuse me. Children's
So
book.
I'm a Hey You Girl. I'm a Hey You Girl on Telegram. Just so you know.
Yep.
You look for a Heather, you're gonna find a lot of Heathers on there.
Right. But yes, Ozark Trooper, you got to get into the Telegram. I'm just telling you, man. I know a lot of people want to join Telegram, but that's where we just landed. We're not pushing Telegram or whatever, and every platform's got its questionable characteristics or whatever you want to say. But Telegram's where we've landed. That's where Synergy is. That's where I'm at, and that's where Heather's created her group, and that'll be the way that you can get into the women's group here. And then I have been passing over some of my Zoom over to Heather, and she's been getting more familiar with that. So that kind of helps too. It's a little bit better of a platform than Telegram, but to get connected in, you're going to have to join the Telegram. So that would be the way. But it's awesome what Heather's doing there, and we'll try to. Guys are invited tonight. We had some guys invited. Some people don't show up. Some of the ladies didn't show up, so it is what it is. And some of it might be nerves. I totally get that. So I'm not.
Well, they have reached out to me. I just can't check the Telegram, but there's reasons why people didn't come. And I didn't see one that said nerves, but I can't see the whole message.
Right. And no one should feel pressure. And if there are some of you that want to join, like I said, we got to get to know you a little bit more, like maybe on the Telegram or whatever. But I will be doing Zoom sessions that are not live. So if you feel more comfortable in that setting, it might be more people, but we'll do some Zooms, record those, and maybe it'll help people get a little bit more comfortable because you're not live. You'll just be in a group chat on Zoom that'll be recorded and then later released. You can also put a picture on your screen. We'll help you do that before we start recording those kinds of things. And then, yes, technology. I still don't hardly know how to use Telegram. I know how to use it just enough to get by. And it was another platform where it was like, why is every platform so freaking different? Not that they should just be all the same, but maybe a little universality. Like I had to like create a Telegram chat and a Telegram channel. Why can I not just have one? It doesn't make sense to me. And I think you can just do it that way, hide one of them, but I don't even know how to do it. So I got two. One's for notifications. If you don't want to be a part of the chat, you can just get notifications of what I post and the information I share on that. But if you want to get involved in the community and chat with people, or at least hang out, lurk a little bit, and then get more confident, join some of these groups and share your voice, that's the way to do it. That's where we're at. But yes, I still got your book down below for anybody that wants a children's book from somebody in the community. That's great. And so we got links to Liz Hillbilly Hearts Etsy. We got Crystal's Etsy on there. We got Chris 6x7's wife's, I think it's her Etsy, but she has a store where she sells some stuff on there. And we've got Sabrina's links and Ozark Trooper link, and then my dad's book. So if people are interested in that. So yeah. Always a huge learning curve when you're learning new technology, but it'll be worth it because once you get in there and get familiar with it, which everybody can help you with, you can get into the women's group. So it's a great bunch of ladies. Thank you all for joining. I think we'll be closing out now, but God bless you all. Thanks for joining us on the 40th edition, which is now the Booma Community Streama. I know I have fun with like putting myself on the title tags and stuff like that, but we'll make this more of just like a community thing. And it's slowly evolving into something that I didn't even foresee, and it's better than I ever could imagine. So, and you all make that possible. So thank you, Don D, Valerie, Ash, Heather, Sabrina that joined, everybody that joined earlier, and everybody that that has been part of this community. God bless you all. Catch you on the next one. And peace.
Thanks, Booma.
Love to y'all. God bless.
Everybody.
Appreciate
Thanks,
y'all.
Booma.
Have a good night.
Thank you all.